No, I'm a fish person. Look, I have tentacles. Hang on. Tentacles. That's why the pirate hat. Ugh. It's nice to see they still haven't fixed the thing.
Yes. The more things change, the more they stay the same, I suppose.
Yes. Speaking of changes, they finally put a what's the thing? Fish tank in my room.
Finally.
Yes.
How long did it take them to import?
I would assume quite a while because it's quite large, but it's got a fair bit of water.
You assume, but then there's magic and all this other fancy bullshit that exists.
Exactly. Yes.
So you would think, but like maybe somebody just lost the paperwork and they were like, oh yes, in transit. Well, we should definitely get a move on that. That should definitely be happening now.
Exactly. I mean, that is the thing that happened with me when I first got here. The reason why it took me so long to get here in the first place. Yes, they lost the paperwork.
Ridiculous, really. Some companies ought to be ashamed of themselves.
Yes, I mean, the Ashbarrel company has never lost the paperwork. Items may have gone, missing, but that's neither here nor there.
You've surely ever lost.
Exactly.
After you,
of course. Oh. Good morning.
Chicago, don't fall asleep in the middle of the grand hall.
I will ignore that order and do it anyways.
At least sleep on one of the benches.
I do have to concur with Winter, although I do find hypocritical coming from him.
Touche?
Sleep on
Touche.
the chairs.
And with the trees, and on the sidewalk, and
the floor.
near the crafting area a few times.
When did he fall asleep on the sidewalk?
Yeah, outside.
I lay down a lot, but I don't sleep normally when I lay down.
If you're closing your eyes and you're on the ground, that is the equivalent to sleep in my book.
Just because some of us close our eyes does not mean we're sleeping.
Yeah, it means you wish you were sleeping.
Yes.
Sorry. Left leg has been acting up a bit as well. Does not help either. No, it feels like a growth pain.
You need that to walk. Please
Fucking hop.
Mm.
Where's Scotch? You mean hopscotch?
Oh, that's what I was thinking of. Yes, that. Isn't that something the kids play? That's still relevant.
I mean, that's quite irrelevant, and my youngest nephew still plays it.
Oh,
Adults play it as well, but the Scotch is actual Scotch by that point.
I was gonna say it.
Ah, what? It makes a fun pun out of hopscotch. Christ.
No tongue twister there.
yes, it is true. You should try rum running.
I did not mean to sleep.
Rum running.
Well, I didn't expect you to be there.
Yes,
Would-
three or four drinks in, and it gets quite hard to actually do the running portion.
Now whenever I wake up, because well, you're always gone because you don't fucking sleep.
Library.
Might be a nice
Fontaine
business.
tried to tell me about whiskey whispering, where you take a couple shots of whiskey and then try to actually whisper.
Reservoir.
Yeah, that.
What's the result of that?
I'm not saying it's
still
necessarily
whisper
bad
when
for
you're
being
on-
quiet when I wake up, but I do miss some morning chats.
You can't whisper when they're drunk.
Yeah, it wasn't very tough.
Quite a few people, honestly.
Oh,
Well,
alright. Sorry, I forgot.
yeah, no, I have nothing to justify. Yeah, no,
nobody-
it's just, yeah.
Everyone here doesn't have a
Snow and
dwarven
Kaia
liver.
are the more talkative of a bunch compared to me.
This is true. Not
Well,
everyone is
Can't
dwarves.
be too talkative comparatively,
True.
but yeah.
Yeah,
That
let's
actually
not
surprises
get
me.
those anytime soon.
Is none of our students are from the Dwarven
Actually,
Kingdom,
really did
are
not
they?
age well once we
Oh,
actually got a
right.
Wendigo as a student.
As far as I'm aware, no.
No, it didn't.
Strange. Yes, I guess my lesson on the Otterfloor will have to wait for a bit. Will give me some more time to finish that godfordamed book. You know how many editions there are of that? And there is Leppy, and there is
You can do it.
No, I
We
cannot.
believe in you.
No,
Morning, Leppy.
thank you for believing in me, but I cannot.
Oh, we did.
Yeah, we just saw.
By the way, I asked Miss Geo to show 2 new students around. We're supposed to be getting 4 today. 2 have
Oh.
showed up already. 2 are supposed to show up later.
More new students.
There's quite a few new.
Wonderful.
What
And
are they like?
since Fontaine isn't here and you're sleep deprived, I figured best to let her do it and me look over morning announcements.
I don't know. She needs something.
Hey. So,
How you doing,
there's-
Leppy?
what are the new
Oh, yeah,
students
I'm
like?
doing okay.
Let's see.
That's good to hear.
One of them had like
I'm
white
in the
hair.
soup.
That's all I know. They looked at me.
Is it good?
They were Seneca basically.
One's
Yes.
a full vampire, but this one comes from a noble house line in the same homelands I come from in Pandora. The other is a farmer bunny off in the Zarios.
You're telling me we're
Farmer
trading one
bunnies.
bunny for a second?
We had a first bunny?
First.
On your back.
Oh yeah, that's why you guys don't see him.
Oh yeah, the ghost. Yeah, that one.
Okay, the ghost does not count as a recruit.
Why I didn't count him as an
I remember
recruit.
now.
I just said I had to deal with him.
Cannibal as a student. It's
No,
more
that was
expected.
probably
I refuse
us
to fucking
accidentally
pass
killing a
on.
bunny and serving it for dinner one time in the spirit just continue the lingering here.
Maybe.
Yeah, then it continued to all
I mean, last
soup.
time I
Talk
saw
about
them,
a
we're
soup
kind of getting
store in the
shooed
night
off by
market that had a
Professor
soup.
Virtue,
I
so who knows?
think it was a while ago. I know.
That was a while
We gotta
ago
have to
now.
be rid of it.
Yeah, I think Campbell may have passed on.
Sorry.
Maybe
Did
one
you
of them
name
got
the
a bit
damn
hungry
buddy
in the middle of the
Campbell?
night, took a snack.
Finally went to the soup stand.
Okay.
What?
Is it just
What?
me? Or is my sleep
Campbell
deprived
was the
brain
ghost of Sesame
not
Street.
making any sense of what you just said?
Spirits.
No, I'm pretty lost.
things, I see them.
Okay.
They talk to me
good.
sometimes.
Sounds like you need an
Sorry,
exorcist.
someone was yelling into my head.
Oh, I could, but you know. They're not that much of a threat.
What's Arlo trying to do now?
Whoops!
He said I need an exorcist. I said I can just do the job myself. I mean, it's mana. It's literally just mana.
Okay, we do that. If they actually become a problem, then I'm not going to stop you, but as of now,
I'm
they are
on ghostbusting duty.
they are harmless, only slightly annoying.
Who are you gonna write?
Please not me. I have too much on my plate already.
So do we have any announcements today, professors?
New students, done. There you go.
Oh,
There is another announcement today.
There you go.
But I'm waiting till the new students and Geo arrives from the end of the tour.
Oh yeah,
Plus, I want to make sure every student is awakened and shows up for morning announcements before I begin.
Yeah.
I
My
will
time is
probably
wakes
get
up and shows
about
up. We won't
5
be here
more
till
minutes.
graduation, Professor.
What about an evacuation?
I said we might be here
Graduation.
till graduation if we wake everyone to wake up.
That's true.
That's why I said I was going to give it about 5 minutes, although 4 minutes now.
I should say at least that Gio has decided to spend the day in bed. Her eye is still giving her problems.
Understood. I am not one to say. I'm not one to say how long someone should rest after losing an eye.
Yeah, you have
Ironic.
how many?
Plenty to go around, honestly.
Technically,
One for the whole class.
the eye won't become operational until a few months, but if the damage is too extensive, it won't be operational at all. So the best, but a soft healing period is about a week. Just at least that he can do stuff again, and you know,
I see.
like.
Well, whatever the case, I've gotten her medicine and changed her bandage for today. That will likely be the extent of her activities.
Most likely.
I do want to have a conversation with her when she is in a better state, but I can wait.
Got it. Hey,
Same
Bill,
on
you eating the
my
rock?
end.
You eating the rock?
I already got some of it, so rest is yours.
Okay, that's mine.
God, that's still such a weird thing
On
for
the one hand, I'm glad we don't typically have
Eating the
leftovers.
rock.
The others, it's getting tiring having to find so many rocks.
That's your problem, not
Have you
mine.
ever considered
maybe the
taking
school
the...
should start partnering up with the quarry, you know? Take the spare rocks from the quarry, you know?
Or, you know, take the one out of the roof of the forge?
I will not do the latter.
I'll tell you
There's
what,
just
I'll
a-
choose
if
sooner
we
my
need
mana,
to-
my 4 mana lasts more than 8 hours, unless you'll have to see rocks getting, eaten.
That rock has history that we'll not elaborate on, so it will stay there.
I'm interested.
You
I
say that,
feel
and then
like I
one
should
day
be
a particularly
worried
hungry
with
Starborn's going to
that.
fucking eat it.
If it has history, I'm not going to
I'll
eat
tell
it.
you about it later.
I'm not saying you left.
You'll
I said
get
a
the
particularly
people I was
hungry
waiting on.
starborn is going to eat it.
I'll eat it.
There's
If you
only
don't
2
eat puppy-
Starborns in this school.
There might
Let's
be
be
more.
honest.
We have new students after all.
There's not
That
much
is a valid
difference.
point. Oh, well, there you
Well,
go.
maybe another year we'll have a particularly hungry starborn that eats it.
We have one beastkin, one more pure vampire, one more yokai, and what's the last one?
You have a friend.
Yeah.
Oh, and a gremlin.
Wow.
We have also a gremlin. I don't think you guys have met a gremlin
Wow.
yet.
You're not my
No,
friend.
sir.
Are there any lines with? Are there any subspecies of a fucking goblin?
I'm joking.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. Especially this one, considering his condition.
Get that.
Huh?
I'll let you see.
Well,
when he's
now I'm
here.
both concerned and intrigued.
If he starts bouncing off walls, well, you can have him.
Wait. Now, let's not get hasty.
Sounds like neither.
Oh no, let's.
That shows a great start when neither of the professors want a student.
Look, I know I like throwing my enemies sometimes, but I don't want to get in the habit of throwing my students at my enemies.
I mean,
I don't
for
even
Mr.
know. I don't
Scribe,
check that, do
our
I?
new support professor, or well, Valkyrie professor, I'm
If
sure
the
he would love
gremlins
him.
are bouncing off the walls is the logical conclusion.
I thought being thrown at your enemies was the entire point of the Vanguard squad.
Yeah.
That's why you said the students, not just.
More figuratively being thrown, not literally being thrown into the enemy.
Except for sometimes,
You
yes.
literally are thrown into the.
You throw them until one hits.
Except
the
after
peanut
E.
battalions.
Well, I say sometimes because we have Finn, and I know he would throw somebody if he had the permission to.
What?
So.
Dropping off the new ones. Are the 2 new ones here yet, or?
No, they're not here yet, so I'm going to begin morning announcements now because it's an important one.
Oh boy. I was gonna say, do you want me on standby for the? I was gonna say, do you want me on standby in your office for until they get here? Or?
If you would like, although you should hear this announcement first.
Oh boy.
Because this is a mandatory thing that will be including all of you except for the new students.
Oh, that's not terrifying at all.
Ah, yes.
We're in for hell.
When are you not?
You know, that is true.
You
give me some of this.
In for a pound, yes.
Hey, no, to be fair, they had warnings. They had warnings, Snowflake. They had warnings.
Right, when I am saying a lot of people were kind of voluntold to come here.
Oh, sure.
I do not feel using the announcement thing, so I'm just gonna say here with that earshot, everybody.
I'm great. Can I eat them?
What's in the What's in the fuck
If you're hungry, I got a carrot.
I don't need to go eat people.
Come on. Come on.
Oh. God damn it.
Down.
Winter.
Drag Leppy while you're doing that. Don't try to drag Leppy, because you have slime.
I was just saying hi.
No, you can say hi, I just want you to hear this first. So in about, say, 8 minutes, I want everyone to be present at the sparring area for a mandatory group exercising involving everyone's issue, which has been apparent during the last mission, of communication. More will be explained there, but I do expect to see everyone except the new students there.
Yes, sir.
You guys getting left behind?
They can join if they like, it's just not mandatory as they just got here, nor could they potentially ever possibly be a part of that mission.
Hey.
I mean,
I
they
still
can
have
still learn
nightmares.
communication.
Yeah, but that's for them learning
What was that,
communication.
Leppy?
And
I was just saying, they
Communication.
can still learn communication.
Like I said, they can participate if they're like, I am just not mandatory for them. If you would like to
Yeah.
invite them,
Learn
Leppy, by all means, go ahead.
I invite you. Will you let me know when we're heading over there? Or we're supposed to? I'm gonna head to your office for a little bit.
I mean, I did say the thing will be starting in about 7 minutes, so.
I'm sorry, I'm not the one that put me in a room where I can't room full of rats. The rats make me crazy. Crazy, I was crazy one.
Shut up!
Oh god, she's doing that again.
It's spreading. I don't have rats in my room.
I swear, I'm the sleep-deprived one.
That's more concerning if that's the case.
I
It
swear,
seems
it's
that more
like a
people
fucking mental
nutters
virus
than
with these
I am.
fucking rats.
Hold on, let me say
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
You guys survived the dinner plate for now.
Can I have it? Oh, stop threatening to eat people, you son of a bitch!
Anyways, I'll expect to see you all in about 6 minutes now.
I get it.
Yes, sir.
Hey, virtues. I think I heard a ring-a-ding-ding. I think,
no idea why it's making you so just
someone
now.
is awake.
If that yokai is from Phoenix Drop, I feel like you making that joke is going to be in very poor taste.
No, here's the thing though. Well, maybe, yeah. Because there is.
Yo, the only time I've been to Phoenix Drop, everyone immediately recognized you in the stand sheets list.
My first name
Yeah,
is not important. Anyway,
that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, great. This is gonna be.
Yeah, I think that joke might land in poor taste.
Hmm. So I should make it.
Then, if that's what most people use.
I am just warning you, I am not saying what you should or shouldn't do.
Well, here's the thing. If I make the joke and they are fearful of it, then they're not evaluating that everyone else in the room is not fearful of me because they know that I'm not going to act upon it. That's why I haven't eaten anyone here yet.
I mean, I should. Shut up. We should probably get moving now rather than later.
we got like less than 5 minutes probably.
No, he's insinuating he eats people, which is somewhat true, at least in the past tense.
Sorry, I am massively tired.
But I could probably do that.
I mean, I've eaten someone as well. It's not exactly like it's an uncommon thing.
I mean, I'm probably not going to do it, but I was just saying I probably could.
Granted, the person I ate was already dead and decomposing.
Oh, that's the worst. No,
Look, it was either...
I don't like that tang.
You know, sometimes it's nice, sometimes, you have to be in a mood for it sometimes.
It's an acquired taste. One that's acquired because you're desperate.
Yes.
It's gonna be any somewhat similar, like to your previous exam with team coordination.
What was that one term?
Is this going to be similar to your previous exam with coordination?
I'm not throwing weapons at you if that's what you're asking.
Okay, I think I'm more concerned here than that.
This was originally suggested by Mrs. Kissery and put into practice and held with the help of Fontaine.
Ah.
I can't tell. Is it Kisawi or Kissery? I've heard both.
I don't know. Is it Caribbean or?
What's the Caribbean?
What are you doing?
Depends on the context in which you're speaking of it.
My point is, there's two different ways to say it. I say Kissery.
Okay, I wasn't sure which one was the correct way.
Whatever.
Tomato or tomato? That's an easier one.
Yeah, yeah. There's neither correct. Both is correct.
The two new students, the vampire and the bunny, have already been shown around by Geo, and I don't believe the other two new ones have shown
I'm
up
meaning
yet.
Hezekiah. You're missing a Hezekiah.
You looked sad when I saw
Let's
Oh yeah, I did see Hezekiah
He
earlier.
has 2 more minutes, but if you would like.
I'll nudge him in the right direction.
I mean, admittedly, Hezekiah wasn't in the room with us. At least I think.
He was.
He was?
Yeah, Omo, you
The
asked
only
me
one who
if I'm
wasn't
used to seeing
was
things appear out of
Amaris, who
nowhere.
walked out and disappeared after
It's not that you appeared out of nowhere. I already knew you were there.
Well, yeah, you have.
No closer.
You forget the eyes, dumbass. That's why I was asking why the fuck you going invisible.
It's not invisibility, it's teleportation.
Oh, fair enough. I didn't know that.
You
The
think if
more
I throw
you
something,
know.
I could teleport? Like say like.
That's
I
not
threw,
teleportation.
Oh.
Wait, what did Leppy say? Like, take a part of herself, put it somewhere else, and...
No, you throw it.
Yeah, and put it and move it
Leppy,
somewhere
I don't
else.
think that's teleportation, I think that's mutilation.
Oh.
I mean, technically, it would be cloning in a sense.
Yeah.
I've heard about the theory about every time you get teleported, your original body gets deleted, and then the teleport circle on the other side just makes a whole new body for it.
Yeah, that's why I'm happy I
Yeah,
don't
I've done that.
I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, hey, you won't remember that you died to the teleporter.
Well, here's the thing though. See, here's the problem with that one.
Exactly on time. You were 1
Nice.
second.
So the problem with that is that you would technically die, but everyone else would still see you. It's just someone who's exactly like you.
Exactly. You won't know that you died.
It's
I don't know.
you're dead.
But the new students, okay. Follow me.
Ah, boy.
And here.
What, right in front of you?
Do you mean like right in
In
front of
this
you?
general area.
Okay.
They took the assignment literally.
Stay.
They always do.
Huh.
I like the extra credit.
Oh no.
The circle you are currently standing on is what's commonly referred to as a zone of truth. You will be compelled to tell the truth no matter what you say. You are not being forced to talk, so if you do not wish to say something you do not want to say, do not speak. But for now, you are being compelled to tell the truth and nothing but the truth.
Just like close his mouth really hard.
Oh boy.
You just get rid of your mouth. You can just.
You have nothing to hide. It's fine, probably.
Oh yeah. Kicks
But I can tell this is not going to be a good time for anybody.
Puts mouth
Oh boy.
That scares me.
So, for the students that were there during the mission, how do you think that mission went, honestly?
Horribly.
Yeah, horribly. What do you? That's a no-brainer.
Didn't need to do this to make me tell you that.
And why did it go horribly?
Lack of communication.
Communication?
Lack of communication and certain egos.
Isn't that why we're here?
Yes, it is why you are here.
Like we just got asked 2 questions for fucking.
But you're in that form.
I forgot about that.
Exercise, remember?
Birdman.
Yes, making sure that everyone's working as intended at least.
Yeah,
But like
well,
not a bird.
apparently a human man.
I will certainly hope so.
Human man.
I mean,
forgot about it.
this is my human form.
I mean,
Hi, do you like to say the
Human
truth, nothing but the
lady.
truth?
you have another form?
No.
Well, yes.
Hi, welcome. You're now in Truthland.
Zone of truth.
You
Welcome.
can't lie.
Oh no. That's.
Okay. So you were presented with a form of communication
Why
of
are you
using
blushing?
sensitive stones. You had a structural leader structure. You had multiple different ways of communication, verbally and pathologically, to both students and teachers. Yet you guys still seem to fail communication. Would you like to elaborate?
Okay, I'll start. I followed my duties as being a defender because I was a defender of my class. That's what my job is as a centurion. I stayed to protect the others, and if that meant I had to run all the way across the field to go save them from, I don't know, them being in the middle of combat next to a burning building, I was going to take that option full front because that is my job as a centurion. Second of all,
Unless
I
you
did
got
not have
hungry.
communication. No, because the thing is that I don't get hungry, I eat mana. So, unfortunately for you, pal, that's a wrong thing. Hi, welcome to the Truth Land. But second of all, we had to trust our leaders. That was the kind of communication aspect, to trust the leaders and the co-leaders who were supposed to lead us, you know, that's the kind of important part about that entire mission. So when I had to, follow my leaders, I'm following their command.
I
don't know.
did my part.
I did my
I'd like
part.
to I'd like to ask before I answer. What was the exact question again? I didn't actually hear you properly.
Why do you think communication failed when you have a bunch of different methods of communicating?
Why it failed? That is an easy question. It is because at the last minute, not only one did we completely switch up who we were leading, so it was a complete clusterfuck on finding out who was in
Maybe we need
whose
code
commands,
names.
but also half of our leading staff were fucking arguing with each other like children, and they refused to cooperate with each other because they all right and the other was wrong.
That's what I was trying to talk to you about, Professor Fontaine.
He speaks the truth.
Oh, that sounds like quite the delightful shit show that
You will
happened.
be Blizzard. You will be Batboy. Batman. Batman.
As
Oh my goodness.
I tend to follow orders of the tacticians as best as I could, but I definitely try to agree that when people argue, it makes the job harder. As I was talking to Fontaine a while ago, I don't know what to do when
Shiny Rock Man.
my allies are at each other's throats. It's frustrating.
Stone.
Yes.
I believe in you, Gio. You can hold it in.
Sounds cool.
I believe in you.
You don't have to.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't think she's gonna, it's gonna be a matter of time. I don't think so. I'm sorry.
It's not obligated to speak, but you know.
It's just that if they do, it can
There should be a new student by the gate if you want to make sure they're thinking it correctly. Thank you. Okay, here's a general question for people not specifically
At
at
least
the
somewhat
mission.
confident.
What is your opinion on your fellow students? And
Oh,
you do not have to answer if you do not want to.
Well, okay.
Oh.
So,
what?
useful utility, but very self-defeatist. Problem with that, but hey, pick up your attitude. You'll make it, soldier. You'll do good. You're a good leader. I trust you, but you do have a tendency to go a bit willy wonky all over the place. We've had but hey, you have the attitude. Attitude's good.
Yes, sir.
We love you. Thanks, Lumpy. I don't really know much of you, so I can't, or my opinion, I trust. At the trust. Not much of an opinion, but a trust. Hold on, I gotta go down the list, Lumpy. Stop trying to include you. Hold on. You're a fucking wolf. I'll take more of you any goddamn day. Let's go. More shields.
You can say one,
You
know.
are a bastard, a piece of shit, but it's also, goddamn it, you're enjoyable.
I
So
guess
keep
I'm
being
the
you.
one that
Love it.
filters
Say
off.
things I regret.
Die.
Yeah.
Do you regret that? Thank you. Do you regret that? This son of a bitch. Great attacker. However, when I wanted to train in CQB, not CQC. Is it CQC? It's CQC. I wanted to
CQC.
train. You son
Close
of a
quarter
bitch wanted to
combat.
sit there and say, oh, but dodging and getting used to trying to, avoid your opponent is so special to CQC. Motherfucker, I need to learn actual combat. So you're a bit of a uptight, but no one can deny your actual power. Because you are strong. God damn it.
I would say tell us how you feel, but that's kind of the point right now.
You are a goddamn bean. You are cinnamon roll. You are goddamn, precious, but also you are a nightmare of whatever the fuck you can do. You are both
thank you.
our highest defense, but possibly our biggest attack. And you have limitless possibilities because of your ability.
Very entertaining.
Yes, this is quite entertaining.
I want to see you grow.
It's kind of up and down. It's entertaining but slightly annoying.
Yeah.
And last but not least, I will hold my voice on this one.
We already know how you feel about that.
That's why I'm holding my voice on that one. Also, it makes them, you know...
It speaks a lot about everyone else except for one particular thing. It speaks volumes about the one thing they don't say.
It's already obvious.
This is very true, yes.
Hold on. And they're covering their mouth. So they're gonna be super angry. And I love fucking with people. I'm sorry, what was that? I can't hear that.
I don't think it's worth going over everyone individually, but disorganized and chaotic works as a general statement.
But I would say I trust all the people.
Yeah, during the mission, me and you were like two of the most organized, and we did it on the spot.
Severe threats do that. Which I suppose was supposed to be the point of the mission, but, well...
Oh, okay.
I thought we were just skipping over something that was pretty important. I would love if we actually focused right there.
I'm only covering my mouth because I know I'm gonna say shit I really should not.
We know.
It's
That's
called
why
I
it's
have
lovable.
self-restraint, unlike some people.
The circle doesn't influence your restraint, just your ability to be truthful.
Yes, and? That means the greatest place to be absolutely truthful and not have it be hidden behind special words.
And who chooses to stay silent.
Silence can also be loud, though.
This is true, yes.
Context, I don't feel. I mean, unless you weren't at the mission, like Ash, then yeah, she's kind of.
That's why loud is quiet in this situation.
I'm just happy I was called precious. And a nightmare.
You are absolutely fucking precious.
Absolutely frightening.
You are fucking. You hugged me to death. You fucking hugged me to death.
So, next question.
Question, please.
Hand over his mouth before he goes too into detail.
I will put my forciples up. Better watch, I bite.
I bite too.
Nice.
Okay, what do you all think is the point of us doing this right now?
To get all our feelings out so that we can actually know how we feel about each other. But those who decide not to speak will be sitting there and be judged because they decided not to speak instead of saying how they feel about others. Meaning they are holding back and they think there's things they want to say but they won't say, or there's things that they have to stop themselves from saying, which they believe could be because they actually hate us, or they despise us, or they just don't trust us. Certain things, you know, the usual.
Not exactly. Not exactly. It is not bad to have secrets or not say what's on your mind. That's how basic communication happens. People have filters and don't say everything on their mind for a reason, because if we all did, everyone goes sane, everyone will blow their brains out.
Do me a favor then. Put a hand in my mouth because I'm going to say what I want because of how long I've gone without having people to talk to.
Today is to show who here rather keep things more to themselves and who clearly has a lot of things to say.
There you go.
Communication is the world's hardest form of skill and act. Is things no one has truly mastered, and though those that do master it go on to be leaders of nations, waving people by their single whim of a sentence, by simple speeches and other verbal acknowledgement. It's a powerful tool, but it's also the hardest to master. And doing it in big-scale groups, especially during combat situation where you're doing 10 other things and also trying to be alive, it could be quite hectic. We don't expect you to get it right on the first time. However, if I was going to point a few simple things, tell your groups as a whole.
I don't know, but they look snack-sized.
What you're going to do, even if you have backup plans or not. Because, and I'm not just singling out one single student. I'm technically singling out technically four students that happened.
Technically.
There were a lot of people who went off and did things on their own without telling the group at whole. Not only that, communication on the manager of the leader level failed without a doubt. And if your leaders fail, the rest of the squad fails. Communications above, specifically Copper Beer's class, is essential, as that is one of your main skills. And if you couldn't, and while you do have the aspect of your learning, and that is why you're here to do, there is the fact that if this continues to be a problem, we might have to suit you in a different house. The true circle here is to make the acknowledgement a little bit more easier, and something we don't typically like to do. As I have secrets and your professors have secrets. It's just how the world works. You're not supposed to be truthful about everything, or at least that's my perspective. Yes, Gio.
I have more of a question, if anything. What are we supposed to do when we've communicated with somebody over and over again that they have a problem, but they don't acknowledge that problem or try to fix that problem? They just keep ignoring it.
Well, luckily, you're in a school, not in active combat. So what you do is you tell the professor and have us deal with it. If you spot it, let us know. But if you don't do anything, how can we do anything? While I can talk to you in your mind, I typically don't read your minds.
Typically.
Typically. He says typically.
And that's also the first time one of their students actually got one of the free veggies by the garden to take notes, people. They're free.
Yeah, I know about that.
That's fine.
I have been grabbing them for pigments for weeks.
Vegetables don't agree
and
with
I will
me.
not eat vegetables. That is a bad
Vegetables
idea.
do not have as much mana.
Yeah, what if they're carnivore?
Do you not like
You want them to...
It was the great company, so yeah.
You're not well enough to spectate. I'm actually quite.
Is he really?
I do
You
a
want
tiny
to come in
thing.
here, you can. I don't know why you would, but you can.
Wait,
Hi, lady.
See hair on the top of his head.
And if we're going to be...
work for more than just aesthetics.
Oh, thank God he's not completely hairless.
Hi, bunny man.
Never change that.
Never change, Lucky. Professor, if all things considered...
How goes the...
Would you like to go into the pretty blue circle?
Yes,
We're getting there, but I do appreciate
And then at that
We're playing
point,
Truth or Dare!
shouldn't we ask
I
more
wouldn't
questions based
call
on
it
like how we
playing.
feel about the
I would
others'
say truth or
involvement?
dare, but we're not really daring anyone to do anything.
Or at
so
least
we're
like
playing
class.
truth.
I wouldn't
If you wish to
recommend
tell
daring.
the other people in this group that you're involved in, go ahead.
Or if you'd like to even
It's-
ask some of your fellow peers questions, go ahead. So long as
Then we should play a truth game.
Ooh, we play the big. Okay, let's go question game.
Oh boy.
We're doing truth games, okay.
Okay, everyone get in a circle.
When
We're already in a circle.
We had a
I'm in.
fucking circle, I'll move.
Okay,
Excuse me.
I'm in a circle made by our bodies.
Pay attention to your surroundings.
Where did it? Oh, I'm sorry.
You're okay.
In the soup pot for a second.
Professor Virtue, before we play Truth or Truth from Olu, are there any other questions we have to answer, or?
Yes, truth.
No, just one statement. I would literally destroy nations to protect every single one of you, so please don't do something stupid.
I know you liked us.
Yeah!
Dad loves us!
You called him dad, and it's the only reason I
Shut
said
the hell up!
I don't know if I should be proud or concerned.
I do know.
My actual dad, and he's...
Look, I don't know if my dad's dead or not, so I'll take the second best.
This is the one corner circle I
don't know what
I mean, that's fair.
Father, so.
I mean, my dad's not even my dad, so...
My dad doesn't care for me.
Is your dad also Virtues?
God, I hope not.
Wow, he just said that and you said, God, I hope not.
Hey!
Yours are truth
Welcome
now.
to Truth or Truth.
Mandatory session.
I don't think it's really mandatory at this
Circle
point.
of you can only speak the truth.
Who should go first?
I guess I'm compelled to choose the truth. Mandatory. Did something happen?
Terrible mission.
You could say that. You could say that.
Yeah, terrible mission, terrible result.
Terrible
Communication was the problem.
To be perfectly fair, most of the result was because there was no one there
Okay,
to
I
save.
still don't know what that has to do with me.
Okay, one of us start.
Say nothing. Okay, we're the old students. They're the new students.
Right. Is refusal to answer an option?
Yes.
You don't have to say
Yes,
your
but it says a
mind,
lot.
But if you do talk, you're going to say the truth.
So,
Do the deal of putting your hands over your
of
mouth.
course, the usual.
It just tells you the truth.
Okay.
Understood.
Who goes
The
first?
usual. Guilty until proven innocent, as always. Right.
I say that we have Ash start. She's neutral.
It was to prove a point.
She wasn't involved in the mission, so she could come up with
I don't know
questions
the
that
I don't know
overall.
the context, so I will see it as I see fit.
It's just, we're playing Truth and Truth, where we ask someone a question, and hopefully they answer, and they can only answer the truth if we're in the truth circle.
Is this a truth or dare?
Questions or just overall questions?
Truth or truth? There's
No,
no
I think
dare.
this is meant to be a bonding exercise. Kind of.
Oh, we're bonding?
I guess.
Wait, is it did like one of those sleepover party games that I hear about?
You know
I
what?
mean, I
I'm
guess,
a little
yeah,
bit more
a bit
down for
more-
this thing. I'm a little more down for this.
I don't know what a sleepover is.
I don't know either.
Starting.
Okay, Ash, start.
Okay, well, since I wasn't there, with the people that were in charge, what was the biggest issue that led to this breakdown of
Who are
all
you asking?
communication? All of you.
Oh, yeah, that's
I'm in your box.
Victoria.
Well, I'm gonna say I wouldn't name names. However, I would like to name names. Victoria.
I agree with Victoria, honestly.
I heard
Agree
she was
with
no longer here.
No, with them on
she
Victoria.
kind of, got the piss beat out of her.
I had to call you out on your grammar.
I see it.
She was returned to us, and I
I've been calling everything out to me, though.
Pretty much leaders went into a screaming match, and it was fun. I had to drag away Copperbeard at one point, and then show him a plan that he agreed with, told me to go tell the actual leaders, and then they decided to go on an expedition.
Wait for them to ask another question.
Walk around and find out.
And after
Is that
Gino went
normal?
great.
So Victoria got folded like a piece of parchment.
Here and talk to the new students fine.
Well, let's put it this way. I've taken to calling her Miss Morocca.
Ah, I see it.
She's lately in one of the biggest.
It would be
Okay,
faster
who's
to
next?
list the bones in her body that weren't broken.
This is new. Is this used?
Clockwise or counterclockwise, folks?
Sometimes I wish I had full
I
bones.
think Stammet already asked something, so I say we go clockwise and have Stammet again.
So disparate.
I'm sorry. Were you asking me if I would like to participate? I certainly
No,
don't
it
want
was
to
more
participate.
I was more just greeting you students.
Oh, we would like to speak.
We kind of.
Did you? I have a question. Do you know this man's name?
No, he just got here.
You're dragging him into our game without even asking his name first.
To greet the new
I will
student.
actually walked over here.
Okay.
Hello.
Oh,
Hello,
we got a
ask a
question.
question.
Understandable.
No, we're going clockwise.
Oh, are we? Oh,
I
we're
hear
here.
too many voices at once. There's not enough range. That's better.
Omo, I suppose. Is there a way to convince you to hold off on eating dead bodies until they are in a more safe location?
I kind of agree with that.
You guys have a
Quite the exposure.
I mean, even when I eat corpses, I don't eat them in public.
What's the hard one to answer? Well, first I want to correct you on something. I don't literally eat them. I take their mana. Well, let's get one thing straight. I don't do.
Then allow me to correct myself.
I do,
Running out
give me your
of
fucking
any semblance of formation to molest a corpse for your benefit.
Don't word it like that.
Well,
That was indeed a choice of
it's
words.
The more mana I have, the stronger I get. So, in theory, my best, how I see it, is that the more mana I gain, the better I am at fighting. So sooner or later, I don't have to eat more mana. I can just body a fucker before I even get the chance to meet them.
I think
And
the
how
point
good
Stammet's
you are-
trying to make
are
is
you-
the fact that in the middle of combat you are stopping, consuming their mana, and then resuming combat.
Well, then let me say this. Well, it's not me stopping combat. Let me be sure about this. I kill the fucker, and then I eat them, and then I move on to the next target.
May
I am already done
ask
my
you a
thing.
question in the form of defending you?
Sure.
Are you able to utilize all of your mana without having to siphon some from someone else? Like all of us can use it without having to siphon from people.
Well, technically no, because my magic is literally called consumption, or what I call it consumption. I kind of more prefer to call it mana
So in order for you
manipulation.
to better stay in the fight and not get hurt, you would need to consume people, yes?
Well, actually, the whole point of it is that I take their mana, it comes into me, and then it makes me stronger. Of course, the better option, the much faster option, would be to grab them in the middle of the fight and just drain them on the spot, but they're more resistant,
Oh, you
and it's
can
always
do
combat.
that then. Okay, I am no longer defending you. They're alright.
Love you too, pal.
To be fair, there have been countless times where I kind of had to come over and beat people off of you because you were hyperfixating. It'd be better if you
I'm
just
sorry.
would wait until we had everything cleared up before you started doing that. I think that
This is no
the
longer a
best.
game.
You can
This is
still
an
eat
intervention.
as part
You're
of
on the
formation.
mana.
Exactly.
You can ask
at
us
least
to go
prepare the
over to
body
the
for it.
corpse.
I may interject
We can move
as
them
well. I,
into
of
cover
course-
so that you're not shot in the middle of it.
I of course don't have context on any of this, but if I may say aloud, it would probably be a good idea for you to just drag the body away from the fight and then do what you need to do. Just
Well,
as
that
a
was
way
the
to-
issue. We need him in the fight, and he's
Oh,
busy.
I
kind of
see.
front
Okay,
line.
that was the
Surfing.
context I
He's
didn't
our
have.
defender.
Hmm.
Or
Oh,
whatever.
kind of
yes, then you should just
main
wait.
boy.
So
Probably.
I think what we can
Like,
agree
if you
on
were
is
more
you
a
could still
support
do.
or a cavalry, it would probably be fine, but...
If you do, you can
Hmm.
do what you need to do. You just need to wait till we can at least get somebody to cover you, so that way you don't get ambushed. Because at
I
that
don't know.
point, then we all have to rotate to save you.
Okay, I have a question. How exactly do you drain the mana
Oh, no,
from
I
the
never take care
person?
of my own life. So I've actually, after practicing with Miss Kisui, I've kind of brought it down to a bit of a science where how it works is that I basically come to physical contact with a body.
Hmm.
Then, when I activate my magic, which like I said, I call it consumption, it's more mana manipulation, my mana travels into the body, grabs their mana, and pulls it back into me. Of course, this process means that once it enters me, it is completely stuck. It doesn't go anywhere. It's stuck in me. And it also is getting slowly digested, which is powering me.
Does it require, like, a large amount of concentration?
Blueberry?
Or can you
Not
just, like,
really.
okay,
It's as simple as grabbing and starting.
well, I can make a suggestion. It's not exactly...
Plug and play.
It's not exactly pretty, but perhaps you could take the subject and, while maintaining contact with them, simply put, beat a motherfucker with another motherfucker.
I like your thinking.
Alright. Your question was asked, is that done?
We're going clockwise, not
Oh, no,
counterclockwise.
Yeah, we were on Sternid. Yeah, we're on the levy now.
The entire discussion and follow
You.
the entire discussion and follow-up question was part of the simple discussion that I triggered. You, after all, did ask your own question.
Answering
Similar
and then moving
vein.
on. Okay. Alright, I'm just.
I don't think I can ask you a question and then just.
All I'm saying is if we stick so long on a topic, then we're never going to get to everybody's turn.
Winter.
Fair enough.
Truth is truth.
Who's
What's the
truth
most
circle? Holding truth is
embarrassing
truth.
thing you've ever done?
I don't know.
That's the honest to God.
I don't know. I have a bad memory. This is a fact. I don't know.
Too many people talking at once.
Oh,
There it goes. Everyone's a topic.
Fine, I'll ask a better question.
No, you already asked the question. Answered honestly.
No, because that.
Oh yeah, you kind of.
Question?
This is quite
Okay,
the strict
random person.
quote-unquote game.
It's not meant to be a game.
What did you guys even do to warrant this?
Because they gave us
We
no
fucked up a
context.
mission because of communication, so we're doing a communication game to help our communication. So communication.
Wasn't even there.
No, I'm talking about my most
How are you
This
having
isn't a game. What they're doing is a game.
trying to
Oh,
think
it'll
about
come
this.
to you
Have
eventually.
you been listening to us?
Tension was high. People were rash.
Omu, you're in luck. You're not the only orange one anymore.
Information or just retain the information.
Oh wait, what?
Behind you. You're not the only orange one anymore.
Oh shit! Yo!
I just got to yokai.
Keep going.
Should I?
Okay,
Yeah,
moving
that's why I
on.
said yo.
I was doing so well.
You'll win eventually, maybe. Probably not.
Yo.
I've only won 4.
Definitely not.
Error question. Come on.
Don't have one.
Okay, then I guess it's your turn then.
How do you not have a question?
We're playing truth.
We're
Just
going
don't.
on to Hezekiah.
Alright, Hezekiah, it's your turn.
I apologize.
Ask
Am I
a question.
supposed to be asking a question? Oh, yes, okay.
Yes, you can ask a
Um,
person a question or the overall group.
Hmm. It's very interesting.
I know the theater kid's thinking.
Oh boy.
Oh no, he's brooding.
No, I'm right here. He's
Is
not
he?
brooding.
He's brooding. Don't say that because I'm not allowed
Does
to
he
brood in your
normally
presence.
brood?
You're not.
Yes. He does.
I don't think it's. I wouldn't brood in your presence anyway, so it's really defeated.
Come on, question.
How many of you would like to join theater club?
Me.
You dragged me into this.
Question. The fuck is
Quite
theater?
literally
You're
already
on-
dragged me into it.
Good question.
Swine.
Well, yes,
He
thank
eats
you.
people, you can only say so much.
I couldn't hear
It
you
is a
over the
form
other
of
question.
art where people put on
Welcome to the
performances.
Truth or Truth game.
Oh, that. Okay.
Sure.
Would you
Join
like
the
to be
Do we
in
raise
here?
our
We're
hands?
bonding.
Yes.
You raise your hand.
I don't
Yes.
know what it is, so I'll neglect.
I'm gonna step out.
How good is it? Never mind.
Goodbye. Your turn.
Would you also like to be in theater
Hi,
club?
buddy man.
Not at this moment. Thank you.
Don't be a stranger.
Understood.
No.
But he is!
This is my turn.
Oh, I
Definition,
love
we are
Zac
strangers
Efron.
right now.
Oh,
Did you
yeah.
like that?
Oh no, Dave is getting distracted again.
It is a piece of equipment.
He's
Ned.
Directed at me.
Ah.
Truthfully and honestly.
Okay, well that was your
Wonderful,
question.
clear,
Tell everybody
wonderful
else
craftsmanship.
unless they don't talk.
Wonderful.
Oh,
Ew. Question. Come on.
what is? I know. I'm thinking, you
Thank you.
dumb twit.
Thank you. Thank
Dumb
you.
twit.
do-
Dumb
Use
twit.
the a mediocre insult.
Hey, they're trying, okay?
Father's not here.
You know,
what's up?
me?
I'm here, you know.
Okay, I guess. Like,
They're trying.
what?
I suppose I respect that.
Anyways.
Maybe.
What would you is your biggest distraction?
You.
Who are you asking that?
Fuck.
Smooth.
So who?
Who are you asking?
Overall. Overall, that's why I said.
Oh, yeah, you.
Overall.
What the fuck? You have been quite distracting so far. That's a fair point.
I'm not. I was going to
Oh,
say
in
you two.
combat?
You didn't really
That's a
specify.
hard one.
Okay, what is your distraction in combat there?
I don't know. I've not been in combat beyond sparring, and I've never get distracted once I spar.
Temper.
You're fair, you're valid.
When
I'd
the
like
leaders
to
start
not
arguing with
maul
each
my
other.
friends to death personally.
That is usually good
It's
for relationships.
pardon my.
I will
tone,
neglect
then.
because I have my answer, but it's from personal experience.
We are familiar with your distraction.
With all
I will tell you my
respect-
answer later then.
Yeah.
God. Oh, with all respect, I'll come back to you. What about you? You
Okay.
I got put on pause.
Honestly, just trying to do too much. Wall, spear, casting. Trying to do all three at once is taxing.
Sometimes it's Sometimes having allies makes it easier. Sometimes it actually makes it harder.
I've
I was
never
about to
related to
say
a statement
allies.
more, I don't think.
Yes. It's quite difficult trying to defend so many people when everyone spreads out.
Or when you emanate fire and everyone hates it.
I think you're just spicy.
That's a you problem.
That is a me problem.
I don't mind it.
Leppy? Ash?
I'm going to choose to withhold information.
Well, I didn't
You're
really
not,
get to
you're
do
not,
much, so I
obligated
can't,
to tell.
I don't really have anything
Yeah,
I
that's
was
why I'm
really
choosing to
distracted
withhold.
by during the
There's-
mission.
You haven't even been in combat with us yet anyway, so it doesn't make
Yeah.
any sense to answer.
It
I
would
just
be
wish
rather
I could
foolish
do
of me
more.
to imply.
Is all.
That's valid.
Your answer would be weird games.
You do play.
You know, you're not wrong. That's a very valid first option. Weird games is definitely right.
I would have to say the biggest things that distract me would be, fire and lightning, specifically, just because of,
I apologize.
how damaging they can be towards me.
Whoops.
But
I will apologize in advance.
also,
Fire shield right next to me.
having to sort of keep track of the fauna whenever we're out and about.
We have a lot of people who hate fire and a lot of people who
Have you answered yet?
We have a lot of AoEs, and sometimes it's hard to manage. Or micromanage is the word.
Thank God I'm single
Say
target.
that again.
What distracts you, Otto, in combat?
There's others.
When leaders argue with each other and can't agree on something.
That can actually be a
And
little...
maybe you
I
should
jump.
do your job and calm people down and tell them to take a step back.
He tried.
Kind of hard when they're not listening to me.
Straightforward.
That's just that's my point.
prefer rabbits.
My point is, how can I do my job if the leaders can't do theirs? That hurts my throat.
Ah, yes, damaged infighting is definitely the method of calming people down.
I think infighting has already started and we're not even on the
As an
battlefield.
attack, not a
I'm beginning to understand why the circle is
hey,
here now.
listen to me.
Yes.
You see how well this is going?
Right, my turn.
This does seem like quite problematic behavior.
By the looks of it.
Leppy,
You know?
Shut the
Yes.
fuck up, rabbit!
I have a question. Truth or
Don't
truth?
think so.
Truth?
Okay. What has been your greatest struggle thus far in this academy?
exactly what I'm, I guess good at.
That's weird. I thought you were good at something.
Easy
I
answer.
ultimately
Like fucking everything.
I mean,
There's a
you
question
say
for me,
that,
let
but
me
it
know, I'll
doesn't
come back.
feel like it.
Okay.
Well, that's because, well, here's the thing. Like I said, your potential is, like, limitless. Because you're able to literally form your body into anything and then crystallize it.
That does sound quite handy.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm good
Now we're
at.
talking about just armor and weapons. Structures.
There is
Buildings and
limitations.
walls.
There's only so much of her to crystallize.
Yes, but imagine we put in the time of training and growth.
Communicating, I guess.
Thank you. We're stuck here for 20 plus minutes.
Sometimes I feel like I don't really have a personality.
I'm trying to ask a question now.
I have nothing that hasn't really been.
in learning communication.
I have nothing that really hasn't been covered. I was going to ask Bale this, but he normally
Is it
eats
yes or no
rocks.
question?
What's it like to eat rocks?
Communication issues, we wouldn't be here.
Oh, I don't eat rocks. I drain its mana.
Will help you learn.
Okay,
Does
what's
rock
it like to
candy
eat
count?
rocks?
Okay.
Crunchy.
No, it doesn't count.
Crunchy. Figured. Okay, that's my question.
Actually, a lot of the times you have to make them soft
Curiosum
enough to
Academy
eat,
style.
actually. You have to sometimes stew them to make them soft enough to digest.
We would not, yeah.
Okay,
I have
random.
to say, this is quite
wolf.
the diverse crowd. Could I perhaps
welcome.
make my question just getting the names of everybody here, because I don't know any of you. Also, hi everyone, my name is Leviticus.
Hi, Leviticus. My name's Omu.
Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Or you put it together.
Yeah, we could just go in a circle.
Again, so it's coherent about names.
Yes.
That would be a good idea.
In the circle.
Oh, I have to go? Or is somebody else going in this?
Oh, no, I was saying those ones.
Jay, that's a great one.
Be proper.
Oh, we're shaking hands. I didn't know that was a custom here.
Hi, I'm Buppy.
Should I shake the other?
For me.
I'll wait till
If
later.
you want to.
You can do this.
Wait, I'm not
So what
catching
was
names.
that about
What's
the
happening at once?
communication
Build
issue?
momentum and push off.
Are you struggling? What did you do?
That's
can do it.
Leppy.
There you go. There you go.
That's David Greyborn.
I knew you
I
could.
think
Oh, the arm.
I was about to make a comment,
the
but I
ghost.
lost voice.
Oh, Greyborn is
No,
I
make
can't
a
believe
comment.
it.
Say it, bitch.
Let
Say it.
No, his name is David
Yeah, Leppy's the pink
Greyborn.
slime.
Careful. Are you,
Yeah,
dude?
David
Is it
Greyborn
a
came
hard
with
to
the,
be
the
truthful?
third arm
I
and
think
the
you're
two
being weighed
spirits.
down.
Oh,
By
I
what?
understand. So that's a David. That's
You.
a Leppy. You're not a Leppy. Who are you?
That's oh.
I'm not a Leppy. I'm not Leppy. No, 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 no.
I'm not Gio.
Random, we can call me
I
Gio.
don't know.
Okay, I will call you Gio.
He shakes the cursed hand, he now has the curse, it's spreading now.
He does
Not funny, David.
It's
It's not.
It's not contagious.
It's going to be an ongoing issue, or?
Actually, yeah, we did test that. It's just not contagious.
Yeah, it's literally not contagious. We know that.
We did
Wait, you
try.
actually
Anyway.
tested that?
Yes,
My
we
name
did.
is Winter Renvin Lauro.
Should I shorten
Everyone
that to
calls
Winter,
him
or would you
Winters.
prefer I say you're in?
Yeah, I
Go on,
prefer
Winter.
Winter.
Okay, Winter. it
Go on,
is.
Winter.
Should I go down?
We call 'em
that
Winters.
one's laying down, so should I go this way now?
Do not
or
call me
should I-
Winters. I don't know why you people keep calling me plural.
I'm Oller Rivers.
Are there two of you? Hello, Ala. Very nice to meet
Hello.
you. Should I refer to you as Ala
Arlo.
Rivers? Arlo.
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 Either or works.
Arlo?
But
Oh,
Arlo,
okay.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Arlo,
gotcha.
can you go?
That's the way you are going to explain.
Pretty low. I am short.
I relate to that.
Go on.
Did I catch your
You want mine? Yeah, I said it immediately, so you probably didn't hear it. Omu
understand
Kade.
it. Do
Or
you
you can
not
put it
even know what's
together. I really don't have a name. This is what people call me.
I have a baseline.
Oh. Wait, does that mean I get to make my own name? Or should I refer
That's
to
up to
myself?
you. Someone called me Momo.
I
Momo is
apologize.
quite funny.
It's just
Can I call you
how we
Pincers?
usually
You got
handle it.
Pincers?
You can. Just know that I got the name Omu Kade after killing about like 1,000 people and eating them.
Oh, don't hear her sing at all.
I'll
Everybody
keep that
should
in
do
mind.
good fish.
So that's
He's
quite interesting.
friendly for someone who's done something.
How about we just drop it and we talk
Yeah.
about
I will
this fucking
explain
later?
it to you later.
Time and place.
Almost pretty awesome.
Is there infighting happening over here? Do we need to move the truth circle in this general direction?
People are just being insensitive. Don't worry.
To killing thousands of
Yeah.
It's alright.
For a trust-building
okay.
exercise, you all seem to be quarreling more than you actually are building.
Why do you think we're doing a trust-building exercise?
Who can I fight?
Mentor,
calm
That's
down.
inadequate observation.
Hello, yokai. Meet me, fellow yokai. Hello. That's how you do introductions.
Pleasure.
Perhaps I can just get to the rest of the names on my own time then, while we still have everybody here. Let's perhaps move on. Did you perhaps want to take a turn?
That is fair. I'll do one because I feel interested in getting the answer, and it can fuck with people, which I love to do. How does everyone feel about killing people?
You're doing the splits.
Killing is
I'd rather not.
Stop staring.
It wouldn't be the first time.
Honestly, it's an acrobatic.
I know that.
Stop staring.
Well,
I've done it accidentally
know
quite a few
reason why
times,
it
but
would
that's
be
about
bad.
it.
I haven't learned that yet.
Do you have to actually do that?
Well, yeah, because you
It
were
is all but a part of the cycle of life and death.
Okay, well, you're philosophical, great.
I didn't ask where the meat came from for most of my life, and I'm not about to start now.
You know, fair
Interesting way
enough.
of saying it. I meant more. I meant more being the one killing, but you know that's a fair
I
answer.
regret not asking how many cannibals were amongst this general group prior. I probably should
It's
have done
not
that.
cannibalism if they don't share a race with you.
Your own and the different.
Thank you.
Is sentience
There are
not the
parts of
defining factor
Zirin
of
that there are reasons people don't go
Not for a
to.
lot of races, actually.
Ooh, that's very morally
There
black.
are some people who deserve
only one
death and
person
some who do
cannibal.
not.
How do you feel about me?
Not everybody does.
When it comes to that.
Explode.
See?
Lovingly explode, Omu. I will suplex you into the crater.
But yeah,
You
so
can't
the
just
only
take my
person who
move
could,
like
could
that.
be
I just
the
did.
only
You
person who could be considered a
landing on the
cannibal in this
ground.
group
Get
is
cheap.
probably me.
You can get suplex. No, you can get suplex later. That's fine.
See?
I didn't even know we had sheep
trying.
until I saw one in a room.
Only because we're using the
Can we not
technical
get into
definition of
medical
same
room
race.
again for like one day? One day.
Oh, I believe the exercise is done then.
I hope you like being truthful. Yes, you are done.
Yay!
I actually hate all of you. Now is that truth or a lie? Who knows?
I am.
You know, coming from you, it feels partially truthful.
We just
You would believe
Like it's happening again. You're weighing yourself down again.
I need to find something. I found something.
Yeah, but every time I turn around, you're
Man, I
over
love
there.
invisible tables.
Oh my gosh.
I got up on my. Oh, yes, fair, yeah.
You miss one day.
For once, your figure works against you.
I have, yes.
Okay.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we survived the circle. Good job.
Better your lit eyes.
You can turn into that.
This mandatory circle was a bit eye-opening, but not too much.
So I need to stop talking.
There was
At
a
least
lot of infighting.
more and more
Gratuitous amount of
So
infighting.
I can go back to.
I don't think anyone really cared.
No,
I don't think it either.
More used to it now, yes. Still rather odd.
Oh, right. I need to enter the information that I.
we have. You still have a little.
Right, I am very lost. A couple of my allies are very sensitive. I don't know what else to do, and I don't know what's going
Come
on.
with me. Come with me.
In this general direction.
Judgments of Cornley, whatever they may be, is those not your words?
I said the same thing though. Well, I said in fairness, but you know, same thing.
Yes.
And yo, would one of you three like
I have figured out what that will be.
Probably more of a sadist anyway.
What would that be, Professor?
Okay.
would be showing two of our new students around the school, give them a small tour.
If that's in reference to me, I think the small tour pun is quite funny. Although probably unintentional.
You'll get used to it.
Yes.
Well, if neither of you wish to at least offer, then in that case, Mrs. Briol has
You
already.
could do it in the relay if you liked, or you could do it in the forest. Does not matter.
seems to accept it. In any case, if you could show Mr. Leviticus as well as Kitsune over there
Dealer's
around
choice,
the
I guess.
school, then that would be
Yeah,
very much
usually, hey, we're doing a
appreciated.
spar, go to the arena.
Of course, Professor.
If I don't come back alive, bury me in that
If it means anything as well, I am quite used to wandering, if that helps. I come from quite the wild place, so it's not too adverse to me to just wander.
I can perform their
But
burial.
either way, wait right here. Leviticus, if you could wait here by Mr. Biol while I go for the other new student.
Of course.
I'm pretty sure her family's
Yes,
pretty
I
well.
never got to
Sorry,
introduce
please?
myself in the circle. My name is Buell. Pleasure to meet you.
Biol, it's very nice to meet you. My name is Leviticus. I have a whole gaudy title to me as well. You don't need to say any of that. Here I'm just a student. No merchant.
Yes, the noble titles and stuff don't matter here.
Indeed.
Not from what I can tell. Everybody seems to be about on the same general social scale, so I don't think it's really worth presenting as such.
Yes, pretty much.
For all sakes and purposes. Yes, we're... Well,
fair enough.
Aside from the prospect of others devouring others, that is a little bit worrying with its frequency, but I suppose it's fine.
I mean, generally, my consumption is. But if they're already dead and they're just going to decompose anyway, I'm not going to, let a snack go
That makes
to
a lot more
waste.
sense. I think that's fair.
Yes.
My name is Xander.
Oh, I missed that.
I'll be
Is it
showing
Whisper?
you around the school today.
If you called me,
We've already started in the training area, as you can see. We have an arena that does float. Just a warning about that one. It tends to
Is it
raise
for
itself out of the
damage
ground.
control?
I think more spectacle than anything, honestly.
Ooh,
But here
that
you can
seems
come
like
to
a
train whenever you feel necessary. You can spar with fellow students, even arrange it with the teachers if you so wish.
The nickname for you later.
I see the spirits are active.
Yes, we do typically have a lot of spirits around the school. I'm not sure why. There isn't much to
I
see
would
around the
imagine.
training grounds, aside from
Imagine
what
it
you
probably
can
has something to do
visually
with that
see.
big tree if I had to take a hot guess.
That big tree is actually the school itself.
Yes.
That is the main building.
I rest my
Alright.
case.
Since I believe you were also given a tour already, correct, by Miss Gio?
I was, yes.
Alright, splendid. In that case, if you would like to as well, Miss Ash, you can go ahead and accompany Mr. Biol, but in that case, the floor is yours to go ahead and show them around the school. Give them, give our two of our other new students at least a lovely tour.
Well, as I've mentioned, this is the training area.
1, 2, 3.
Is the surrounding forest here organic and naturally occurring, or
although
the
I think he's already gone to
school was built around it, or did the school actually gestate and plan all of this themselves?
That is a question I don't have the answer to.
Oh,
Say it again?
that's rather unfortunate. Is the forest surrounding the school actually naturally occurring, or did you all plant this and well, not harvest, but gestate it yourself?
Some of it is natural, some of it is planted.
Ah, I see. Okay.
And one thing for at least the new students, for you to understand, in order to be sorted into one of the households here, you do have to at least complete 3 of 4 possible exams here. They are exams that are at least designed and tailored by each of the different professors here, myself included, along with Copperbeard, Virtues, and, well, soon to be Ironwood whenever he does show up. He might be here possibly next week if he does not show up late today, but
I recommend doing them before Ironwood gets here.
Is there a reason for that particular statement, or?
Ironwood is one of... Yes, Ironwood is one
I
of
see.
How
Virtue's
soon can I
acquaintances,
take
so
these?
if you so wish to take them today, then you can once the tour is done.
Yes.
And we can... So, in any case, once you have completed 3 of at least the 4, then by that point we will be able to unless we need to administer a fourth exam, then usually by the third one we will have a good gauge as to where you fit in. You will either
Wait,
be
these
in my
exams
household,
won't.
which is the Centurions.
These exams won't involve combat, will they? By any chance?
They will.
Yes.
Yes.
Chance, yes.
You're in the combat grounds. Are you not?
I
That
may have a
that
fair
and-
warning to give to one of the professors later then, just as a little bit of a statement.
Yes, because I will say, after all, Virtues is the offensive professor here, so most likely combat will be involved in his exam.
Yes.
And perhaps I'll
It
have to
has
speak
been
to
in
him
all
at
of the
some
ones
point.
I've seen so far.
But regardless, I will leave Mr. Beal to at least give you a tour, and if you have any more questions in regards to these exams, you may at least find myself or Mr. Virtues at least somewhere about the school. Virtues will probably be here. I might be at least in the inside by the library at some points today.
Understood.
Also, no, Professor Fontaine's exam didn't involve combat. I think that was the only one, but he didn't.
My
I
first
may
one, no, but
contact
some
you
other
about
ones
such
have.
an evaluation.
Yes. Mine's sort of 50-50. Think of it like a fun little coin toss, whether or not I'm going to send you to fight or whether or not I'm going to trust your defenses.
Perhaps I won't be doing one today. That does sound a little
Who
bit
knows? Maybe we'll
hazardous.
send the new students on a Wendigo attack the village again. Wouldn't that be a fun trip down memory lane?
Holland isn't here anymore, so.
I know! They fucking killed him for that stunt. They still can't convince me.
No, no proof.
No proof by fucking ass.
There's no proof.
He did not kill Mr. Holland. He is busy dealing with all sorts of.
Could we perhaps get on with the tour instead of rumors?
Right. I guess I'll tag along.
It'd be good to have you along. You're good at keeping a conversation. I'm
Bringing
not.
up. I'm going to choose to not comment on that.
It's fine, the truth circle's not here
Somewhat
anymore.
in view. We do have an elemental dragon
Precisely.
just over the tree line there.
Yes.
He is friendly, but you're free to pet him.
He doesn't bite.
What's
As
his
far as
name?
I've seen, he doesn't bite.
I don't know his name, but he is friendly.
Oh,
Yes.
strange how little introductions seem to contain names around here.
Indeed.
It happens.
I didn't know we were going to be
You're going a bit
scampering
too
around.
fast, I think.
I mean, if we need to pick up the pace, we can. Again, I was used to scampering around the
No,
woods before I
Vale
actually
is
came
just
to.
fast person, despite being a fucking rock.
Yes, I am made of rock. You go this way. Usually the door goes the other way, but I feel different.
Oh,
I mean,
like
if we
a
went that way,
climactic
we'd have
rock
to
path
pass around again to get back inside, so this way's better.
This is true, yes.
Exactly.
This is tour not typically for sightseeing and understanding the layout of an area. It's taking a little bit longer doesn't exactly hurt.
Exactly. Enjoy the scenery. It is quite nice if you can ignore
If
the
you
giant
ignore
mist
the
wall.
Yes.
blue barrier around the place, yeah.
It is a
Do let
rather
me know if
existentially dreaded vision.
full introductions are to be in order. Yes, more than just a name.
Well, I am Biol Gotogohan, a member of the Centurion household. I am a defender, if you're not aware of the Centurion household's nature.
I've been briefed and brushed up on many things involving the school before my arrival. I am Whispers of the Sato clan, a shrine maiden in the Feylands.
I've never been to the Feylands myself.
It's quite lovely, especially around Ferina.
Would anyone else like to do their introductions before I describe what's up there?
Have you gone to Ash or?
I mean, no, not really. I suppose for more formal introductions, I am Kaia Ashbarrel, but most people just call me Ash. Sort of heir to the Ashbarrel Piracy and Salvage Operations Corporation.
Piracy Corporation?
Yes.
Times change.
Indeed, times do change.
I suppose they do. Do me a favor and stay away from the Empty Cats Merchants Corporation if you could be so kind. That would be mine. Hello, hi. My name is Leviticus. I was formerly known as the Majestic Marquis from the Phalans as well, though I emigrated out as soon as I could, given the lack of trade routes that were pre-established.
So I'd see material objects are a thing people seem to obsess over.
Well,
yes.
I suppose when you have nothing else to obsess over, given that I'm here in regards to, well, your whole defending thing, I was having issue controlling my magic. That's why I was sent here in the first place.
I see.
Something about burning down forests wasn't very appealing.
I suppose if we are to
Yeah,
tell
how would
what
you
we
be-
are here for, I am here to deal with the spirits. One of the
We
few
have had an
individuals who can
infestation.
actually see them and communicate actively. Like the one behind you. Lanky, decrepit.
I'm sure they have a great personality. I've not exactly been one to get
At
all
least
upset by
Omu's
things
more
such as
vague with the
appearance.
spirits around people.
They do.
Very true.
They do have a lovely personality. They've been talking this entire time.
Ah, I see. Oh, I'm almost jealous of you. You get to have more than one conversation at once.
It's
I
not
imagine it
something to
could
be
get
jealous of,
overwhelming.
especially as the spirits start to surround. There are
Yes, I
already
imagine
three.
that gets quite overwhelming.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, imagine 3 voices on top of the potential 6 around us already.
Exactly. Well, up those stairs is
Wait,
a ever-flowing body of water. It's good for our aquatic friends like Ash here. If you're always free to go up there to, if you want, get water from it, or just take a dip if you're feeling inclined.
Much like an onsen. Perfect.
Yes.
I just do quickly wrap up our little introductions. I am Winter Renvin Sloro, please just call me Winter. Part of the Cavalry House here, or Tacticians, the leader house.
Yes, one of our great leaders,
do?
one of the
Got
few
my
that
point.
I can listen to. Alright,
Okay.
I shall introduce myself to you later.
I was informed
I'm
prior
not sure if I
not
take
to
that as a
refer to you as
compliment or more
Winters,
shade
correct?
towards the other. Winter, not plural. I don't know why Gil calls me Winter.
There's only one of him.
So there's not more than... Okay, I thought you had a
No.
clone or something for a moment.
No.
Winter.
It is just
singular.
them. It is just them, though the spirit behind them is restless.
Well, we shall continue over to the garden here. The gardens are free to use at any time. Anything you take, just please replant it. And you are also free to collect honey from our wonderful chunky honeybees. They sing their song almost constantly.
They... Now that's a reminder of back home that I didn't think I'd see here.
The bees?
What, big honeybees?
Yes, very big bees, although the ones back home seem a little bit more aggressive.
Oh, these ones are quite friendly.
Well, it would be kind of inconvenient if we had the bees constantly trying to sting the students.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yes.
Inconvenient
But
is
as I said,
a word.
you're free to take ingredients so long as they are replanted afterwards. There's baskets at ready if you ever need them.
I see.
Might I ask the name of the student with the extra arm growing out of its backpack?
That was David.
David.
David,
Greyborn.
yes.
David, yes. Sorry, I haven't seen him in a few weeks, so he kind of.
Yeah, no, he's been out. Yeah.
He was interested in my hammer.
Yes, he's
He's from Israel. He's a bit of a technology freak.
As is my father. Noted.
I myself am also from Israel, but I'm not as much invested in technology as David would be. Aside from the honeybees and the vegetables and all the other ingredients, there's not much to see at the gardens, unless you want to take a little seat at the gazebo. It's good for studying.
You know, that would be a question to ask. Is there a learned subject here? Do you actually have a course eval, like written books that you go through, or is it all just field practice and other evaluations and exams?
Read books. Not often, I would say, but I mean, a lot of students do read on their
The
own.
professors give us a field, an area to practice, and give us suggestions on what we all each should individually focus on.
Yeah.
So it's like
hold classes
personalized academia, more or less.
Yeah, for the most
Yes.
part. A lot of it's going to be based off what house you're placed in, of course, for your studies, but...
I see. Okay.
Speaking of
That's about it. That's my
placements,
question.
I suppose we should continue the tour. That way the placements can actually take place.
Yes, you seem quite eager
To be
get your
fair, I
exams.
believe Professor Copperbeard has gone to bed, so I think we're not going to get through the
Oh,
module
he finally decided to get some sleep. Understood.
I mean, he was going to pass out in the Grand Hall earlier. I
This
mean,
is
to be
true.
fair.
Yes.
Over there is wait for you, okay, friend. They're a bit.
I'm
Over
not
there is the
slow.
blacksmith and the forge. Apologies, but over there is the blacksmith and forge. There is also alchemy stations inside, should you wish to use or need to use them.
May we get a closer
If you have any, of course.
I remember when Chia went around with the hot chunks of iron in the forge to hit enemies over the head with.
Yes.
Feel free to take a look around. There are weapons to inspect should you wish to. But as I mentioned, this is the forge where many students craft their own weapons and armor and equipment.
Well, most are scrap
There's
weapons, to be fair, but...
And there is alchemy equipment on the inside should you need or wish to use it. Are you alright over there?
Oh, I'm quite fine. I don't do very great with metal work and such. Since I'm so low to the ground, the dust and sawdust and other materials can get in my eyes.
Yes.
It's rather problematic.
Understandable.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say if you were a bit touchy around
no one is-
welcome to the club.
No one is
Yes,
not
indeed.
working right now, but
Too acclimated with fire, actually.
Oh, hello again, Professor.
Any questions that the new students have that I need to answer, or so far has everything been rather easy?
Self-explanatory, really.
I actually do have one question. The gardens here, I did a lot of farming back where I was from. Are we allowed to take in foreign plants and such and plant them here? If we are,
That
garnering
I
the
would have
intent
to
to
speak
farm them?
to either the headmistress, which is Miss Kisawi, or I would have to speak to Mr. Virtues.
Okay,
One
so in
of
either
those
case, basically
two.
just ask somebody first, if you're going to do something
Yes,
like
well,
that.
Miss Kisawi is the headmistress, and Professor Virtues has worked at this school way longer than I have, so he functions as more of a second in charge. So if Miss Kisawi's not here, usually Virtues will fill in when it comes to other matters, at least wherever applicable.
That sounds simple enough, I should think.
He does end up keeping, at least, well, he's one of the individuals who helps keep at least the school grounds under control, myself included.
Yes, the last thing that we would want to do is planting like a sentient flower or something that comes to life and starts rampaging around. That's not exactly...
And
We
there's
do
already a
have the
sentient
elemental
plant that
dragon.
Virtues is our first.
Yes, there
However,
it
the
is.
stories I have heard, they are those filled with determination to fight said things.
Yes.
But yes,
For the
in
school,
this
I would
case,
actually like to
Mr.
wander
Rodriguez, you can
personally,
ask
if that's quite
Virtues.
okay. I usually acclimate
Feel
myself
free.
better when I can familiarize
Also,
myself as is. Don't want to hold
weaponry,
anything.
Miss
Tor
Ash.
isn't exactly
Yes,
mandatory.
I had to
That's
do a
not
little bit of
mandatory whatsoever. If you would like to look on your own, you're
procurement of materials.
A little bit of wandering goes a long way. I'm rather used to it, given my home. But
I'm
thank you. I
assuming
appreciate it.
procurement by your usual means.
If by that you mean piracy, no. Salvage, yes.
Yes, of course.
Understood. Oh, for a second, I was a bit concerned it was piracy. Oh. I was going to be a bit concerned. I was like, oh no, please tell me Miss Ash isn't going to have any sort of, well, law enforcement or anything sent over to the school. Oh.
No. These are bones.
I've noticed, yeah.
Yes.
Interesting. Very common amongst certain nations, at least, to use sharpened bone for weapon.
It is just, most don't have to go, diving into the depths for them.
Oh, well, yes, of course. My goodness, no. I would not want to have to send the students be like, alright, students, you're going to learn how to make weaponry out of bone. Now, jump into the water. My goodness, no, that'd be awful for a good amount of the students.
Yes, for quite a few of them.
Though I am pretty sure you would be the one going in first.
Yes, I am quite at home when it comes to anything aquatic.
Of course.
Thank you.
Our main entrance hall. It connects basically everywhere to in the school. The most important area to go to would be down these stairs here. Down
Mind
there
the
is
candles.
Yes, mind the candles. They're carelessly strung about. But down there would be our classroom. If you would like to go down, just simply ask. But you can go down anytime you wish as well.
Investigate it later.
Over there is... Yes. Over there is the dorm rooms. That is where all of our student body sleeps. You could likely get a list from the professors to figure out which dorms have vacancy or not.
I have already been placed in a dorm.
Ah,
I believe
I
it
see.
is B4.
Yes, that would
I'm not
be
sure
mine.
Who else is in there, if it would. Ah, wonderful. You have a new roommate.
Indeed. Don't mind the fish tank.
Oh,
It's mine.
Over there is the grand hall where every morning we all gather, listen to morning announcements, and enjoy our breakfast. And, of course, over there, as you pointed out, is the library. We have a vast collection of books, and if you should need something on a specific subject, you need only raise your hand and ask for a book of that subject, and it should come floating to your hand in a moment.
May we see the library?
Of course.
Don't see why not. Most of the things in there aren't off limits. Most things.
Yes, most things.
Do mind your head, some of our books do float around on their own, so just watch out for those. Yes, there is an upper floor as well.
It makes sense. I'm also always into
That
that.
I see.
I just came from there. I can't have him hit on the head one of the books. I guess that's the first time or anything.
Yes, there is.
Yes, there's usually a first time for everything. Rarely a second, in some cases.
Sorry to hear.
Excuse me.
Oh, excuse me.
David, was
Yes.
it?
Yes. David Graypaw.
You had an interest in my father's hammer.
I do.
If you'd like
I have
to
an interest
get
in.
a closer inspection of it, that can be arranged later.
I would love to.
David, the book, if you would, please.
Oh. I believe this is the part where I scamper off to continue my investigation. Pardon me. Wait, investigate.
Enjoy.
Never mind.
Exploring the
He's
school.
touring the inside. Yes.
Ah, understood.
He's
I am
first to
going
wander.
to do two things. Number one, speak with my friend. Number two, figuring out what else I'm going to be doing.
Good luck with that, David.
We may continue. I believe everything outside of the dormitories is quite self-explanatory. I would like to take a look at the dormitories themselves, though, before I continue on and begin the exams.
Would you like me to guide you, or do you want to go off on your own for a while?
A lot that I missed. Apparently too much.
If you would like to guide, you are more than welcome
to
to.
be done on Valkyrie, actually.
Well, it is up to you. If you feel confident enough to go on your own, you're free to. If you have any questions, you can come find me later.
Glad my feet are hurting less than they were before. So that's a plus. You're welcome to, any of them that you wish. Again, don't mind the fish tank. It's, that's my bed.
I have no judgment. As long as it is comfortable.
It is.
Which desk is yours?
Generally, I just use this one, because it's closest.
What books are these? Seems like just basics. Thank you.
Yes, most of the books in here are pretty much for, casual light reading, anything that's more, purpose-built for the school curriculums generally to be found in the library.
Yes. I do hope to have a budding friendship. Roommates should, after all.
Well, yes. I would agree. I've never realized until now that it's on the right on this side, and it's over there on the outside.
Why draw the poster? That is a question.
It's that infighting thing that everyone was talking about.
Okay.
See from my wings, I can't actually fly.
Oh, they're like an aesthetic thing. That's kind of interesting.
Yes, it usually is.
One day I would like to fly.
I'm sure with enough concerted effort, you probably could. You could probably vaguely simulate
I'm going
it.
to head to the
Can you,
sparring
like,
grounds.
just
I don't
control
know,
the
I
form
am
of your
very
body?
heavy.
Incorrect. There he is.
I never thought of that.
Because you could probably, like, make a strand of something and, like, push yourself off the ground to simulate flying. And, like, launch yourself into the air while still kind of, you know? If that makes sense. I don't really know how your body works.
That does sound very interesting.
Yeah, I mean,
I
I
will
know
give it a
I can
try.
fly to a limited extent, but it's more like just launching myself into the air, which usually results in me landing flat on my face, if I'm being honest. But
So you're just really good at jumping,
essentially,
but not
well,
the landing part.
jumping in
Winter.
quotations.
Hello.
You know how, like,
Why is that one chipped? Why is it just
Hello, person.
I don't exactly know how I would describe this, but if you've ever fired a cannon,
What are you even talking about?
No, I'm talking about why that's the only, like, one of these small pillars chipped. All of them on... Okay, how much also chipped? That one's chipped.
This one's kind of cracked right here.
I feel like he should have been fixed.
Yeah, that one is cracked.
Congraves.
Yeah, that one is chipped.
Yeah,
That
I
one
don't
is
know why these
chipped.
two...
Or you may call me Rabbit.
The rest aren't. Like, I feel like this should have been fixed.
intentionally once and launched myself 300 feet into the air.
You know, you're kind of right.
I almost died upon impact.
I also feel like we should really do something about all the random fucking candles we leave about.
Yeah, you know,
we leave,
it's
the
true.
Professors leave about.
Yeah.
Like, one of these days, someone's going to get too close and catch fire, and then we're going to...
Yes,
Some
like,
of us are quite flammable.
or like our new student with the very long hair, you know, easily could catch fire.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, did I hear something about you being flammable?
Yeah, we're talking about all the candles that the professors fucking leave about.
Oh yeah, that is rather hazardous for you. If I heard something about situations in which people are fighting in the truth circle, I don't know when or if I'll be fighting with people. Stay away from me in combat, please. Please, thank you.
Duly noted.
You don't have to ask me twice.
I'm
Yes.
giving that warning to a lot of people that are flammable because I've only
That's
fought
a
a
lot
couple
of
of
us.
times, and the times that I have,
I-
everything is.
I know Kaia was trying to protect me, but it's like when you cast a fucking shield of fire all around my body. I'm sorry, but I'm more concerned about that than the enemy you're shielding me from.
Exactly, yes. I'd rather not be turned into food, thank
the
you.
reason I'm here.
So you're fire type. Is that your only element?
I'd
Yes,
rather not have my skin fucking
I
shot
don't
out.
actually know if you're familiar with my kind, but I think most people call us gremlins.
Honestly, yeah,
But
the
I was
professor
born of
called you a
two beast men.
gremlin.
Born of two
Well, not not like the joking meaning, the actual.
No, I know. I mean, they were literally calling you a gremlin. Like, yeah,
Yes.
they weren't joking when they say you weren't.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
My race has a little bit of an issue. Well, I say an issue. It's technically a blessing, but it's also not. Where we have a lot of magic, like too much magic, to the point where I need to expel it, or it just builds up and I explode.
Ah, that's suboptimal.
I see. So
Yes,
we'll pair them with
so-
Leppy.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
the
let me
last
count-
time
Actually,
that
no,
I
pair
had
them with
to
Omu.
expel-
Pair them with Omu.
That
They're
would also
fire
work,
type,
yes.
Omu's pot fire type.
You know, that's true. That would
I
also
can also
work.
use countercasting to absorb.
That could potentially work. I'm just going to give a fair warning. The last time I accidentally casted a spell at the ground, it left a crater roughly the size of the hole in the floor right there.
Sorry.
So
Impressive.
I just so people are aware. Yes, a very fair response. There's a reason I'm here. I came here to learn to control it a little bit better.
I like being alive, personally.
Yeah, you know, I do as
I
well.
just need a roof over my head, to be honest. Oh, I mean, I suppose that's certainly a motivation. If you're ever looking for work, our merchants' men are always looking for new guardians and such. Or whatever it is you do.
I used to do.
Our enterprise is always
a
hiring.
little-
I've done a lot of odd jobs. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
I see.
Fair
Well,
enough.
if you're ever looking for honest work, do let me know. We're always looking for new people to work.
So when are you gonna tell Fontaine you do piracy?
Yes, I have to say,
I
announcing
mean,
that publicly to
they
him
know.
was rather concerning.
I thought they were talking about like, oh, I thought it was piracy. They were
I
talking.
have a merchant family as well. I am in the jewelry trade.
I did hear your name, Fontaine, yes? I believe or not Fontaine, no.
I am
Fontaine
Biol.
was the
Go to-
professor.
Fontaine
what
is the
was your
professor,
last name?
yeah.
I'm sorry. Fontaine's name I
Biol,
recognize as
go
well
to
from the
Gohan.
trade industry.
Fine, if we're not going to call it piracy, we can call it aggressive acquisitions.
That's still just piracy, but sugar-coated.
Yeah, I don't think sinking a ship and then salvaging the remains is exactly recycling. It's like if you drop something on the ground and you pick it up, you can't say I'm being a good Samaritan.
Anyway, point being, I don't think you recognize the family.
Generally, the ship is already sunk and not by
Jewelers
us.
have always been something that I work
Okay,
in
in that case,
so
yeah,
our
you are,
company is by
but
literal terms
in the cases that it wasn't, it's not exactly...
Yes, well, generally we're paid by someone else to do the sinking and then the salvaging afterwards.
Family.
Really? So you do like gem cutting and...
It's not like we do it just willy-nilly.
It's actually my area of expertise.
I'm not saying you do, it's a business, obviously.
Yes.
Rock thing.
Yes.
That just about adds up.
Look, that's how I got some of the items for this.
They've pulled out like 3 knives.
It wasn't piracy, it was salvage.
I carry
Aggressive
alcohol all the
salvaging.
time. I get hungry.
Well, no, not really.
Fair enough.
You know, bones. I kind of just have to go down there and find them.
Looked into what's, in this little hole here?
The teacher, well, not teachers, classroom.
The classroom, yes.
Oh, that would make sense. I'm not supposed to go down there
He
right now,
just
am I?
jumped
We
right
can always go down. You're allowed to come down whenever you want.
Oh. Is it not off limits?
No.
No.
It's for
I don't
learning.
think there's any like off-limit places.
Oh my gosh.
There is one.
For me. Oh my
It's
beloved, I love the
it's
classroom.
specifically for learning.
Oh my goodness. I've had to climb up so many stairs now. There's me-sized stairs here. Oh my god.
Yes.
Oh wow. Oh, it's like an auditorium. Yeah, these ones are quite shallow actually. Oh.
I will also extend this knowledge because I find it funny.
That's
if you
where
are
I'm from.
able to sit on the ceiling, you are allowed to sit on the ceiling.
Ah, I see.
Right there.
This is where I'm from.
And I've been there. I've been there. It's alright. I've been there, and then there. I got my uniform there. Wait, no. Wrong uniform. My combat outfit. My normal clothes. All the way up there. I've never been there, though. They're very picky.
Yes.
They're very picky there. But I've been almost everywhere.
Almost
Very
everywhere is
nice.
Definitely a word.
Yeah. Don't like that place. Really, I don't. That place is not good.
Which
Anyways.
one? Israel? One of our main
Yeah.
corporations were set up there.
Bad experiences there.
It's not exactly a great area, but there is a lot of trade. There's a reason that we set
Yeah.
up there, and I still don't live there.
One map has the countries labeled, one map doesn't, but it's like, there's enough room for
Yeah,
them to be
yeah,
on the
yeah.
same wall.
Well, I suppose for the most part, if you're still trying to do your trial exam thing,
Exam.
Placement exams.
you could probably go find Fontaine for that.
I've already found both Fontaine and Virtue.
I mean, there's 4 of you here. All 4 of you could do at least one.
Ah, I see. That would make more sense. Well,
Wait, not ready
with
for
that
an
being
exam.
said,
Oh, it's fine.
You're going to have to do it eventually.
You'll have to do it eventually. It's better to get it over
Yeah.
with sooner rather than
Hey,
later.
at least you don't have to do a mock war battle like we did.
Oh, don't remind me.
It is.
Or you know,
Yeah,
go to a
pushed the
town of
teacher off a
Wendigos.
cliff and got praised for it.
Yes.
Alrighty.
I don't believe I got your name.
Right. My name. Do you want full or just one you can pick from?
Either or.
Whatever's
probably.
most comfortable with you.
Yes.
Hmm?
Whichever's most
Whichever
comfortable.
You're more comfortable saying.
Ah, alright. Well, you may call me either Marie or Annette.
Well, Marie, I am Biol Godagohan. You can just call me Biol.
Yes.
Understood.
And
Pleasure.
I'm Kaia Ashbarrel, but most people just call me Ash.
Understood. Pleasure to meet you both.
Pleasure's mine. If you have any questions about the school, you're free to ask me. I'm typically in the library, if not at the training grounds.
Understood. If I have questions, I will direct them to you.
Feel free.
Good.
Lots of new students recently. It's nice
Yes.
to see some new faces.
It is, yes.
Well, I suppose I shall wander a bit.
Oh, kind of scared me.
Hello.
Hello.
Apparently I've done that a few times today.
Keep on sneaking up on me. It's not very nice to sneak up on the blind person, you know?
It happens quite a lot. You'll get used to it.
It is quite easy.
You didn't scare me. I knew you were behind me. Hi.
Mm-hmm. That's just a Kaia.
Nothing. Guess I gotta get preparing for next week. The Haunter exam. I'm not looking forward to that.
Yes, you have to do at least 3 out of 4. You know, try and get one done today if you can.
Hey. I'll probably do them all in one sitting. It'll be fine.
See, you say that. I said that before as well.
Used a lot of mana today. Beforehand, before coming here. It's not easy patching up wounds. Okay. After all, the last thing I want to do is come here and immediately start burning things down.
Fair enough. And probably not the last.
No, I concluded my business with Fontaine.
Yeah, you've got the new students to give that to. Yeah.
Yes.
Who wants to do spelling today? Anyone else?
You wanna walk a bit away so you can keep talking?
I can spell.
What about the dragon? It seems to always be off the back.
Wondering if this will go towards any of the exams.
What was that?
Spell.
You're very soft spoken.
Yes.
I believe they want an exam.
What is entailed? What does it entail?
Do you need help?
Either you'll be finding one of your fellow students, or I can summon up a illusionary practice dummy for you to get
experience from past
It's not meant
enemies
to
that
come this
students
far.
have so fought.
I can spar with a student if
Tough
another
little
student
wishes.
Does another student wishes?
With the carrot?
I believe we do not have any.
That's a joke. That's a joke.
I do not. We do not have any volunteers. We only have a comedian, it seems.
Oh, I'm quite good. I don't want to burn anything down. Actually, at some point, I was recommended by Fontaine to speak to you in regards to these things. So I would like to have a conversation with you at some point in regards to that.
I can have a conversation with you after this, then.
Excellent.
Does not seem we have any volunteers.
If their worry is burning things down, I guarantee they won't get on to me.
Yes, hello.
Professor.
They said if you're worried about burning things down, you don't have to worry for them.
Oh, I mean,
Well, there you go. Now you can get it
well, I'm
out of
not
the
going
way.
to be sparring today anyway. I already drained off most of my magic.
Well, not what I
I
actually
have to do that for other reasons. I'll talk to you about it later.
Yes, yes.
The actual form that I am. Oh no.
If you want to spar, I can summon something for something you to spar.
Oh. Hey, you're the guy on the stained glass window. Are you one of the other professors?
I'm the same professor who actually met you over at the front gate.
Have any other
Oh.
volunteers if none of the students want to?
But you, but
This is what he normally looks like.
Yes.
Yes.
why were you fleshy before? Why are you
I
a
have to
bird?
look. Yes, I look like a bird, yes, but not actually a bird. I'm starborn.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense. I was about to say I've been meeting so many people from the Phalans recently. I wasn't sure if you were another. That's the only reason I was curious.
Hey, Orion, you up
Yes,
to
hello,
sparring?
Professor Julius Fontaine, mastery of, well, one of the many masters of different forms of deception and illusionary work, as well as defensive magics.
Oh,
At your
interesting.
service.
I didn't know that was part of your field. That's very
pretty
interesting.
cool.
I see. Thank you.
Yes, I specialize mostly in, well, runes, but they are. Well, I
Who's
mostly
this
specialize in
shorty?
runes, but they are to at least do my sorts of teaching, whether it be defensive.
I think their name's like
or
Leviticus
even
or
a
something
bit
now.
of just trickery of the mind, or even the eyes.
They, they came in and I was like, oh look, someone who's snack
Yes,
sized.
that is one of my runes. Trust me, there's very few individuals who I can slip past, or who I can't slip past. Sadly, Virtues is one of them.
Oh, well, it at least seemed to affect, like the runes seemed to affect him earlier, from what I could understand. So that's
Yes, I
something.
was. Oh, yes, I was there for that. I was surprised. That was the nicest thing I think I had ever heard Virtues say in all my years of knowing him.
I have to say, I was also. That is a big person.
Yeah.
Didn't think Lippy
I
get
think
that
that's
big.
Lippy.
This should do.
That's Leppy. She's a face line.
Oh, are they following?
that
Oh,
is-
they might be following my recommendation on flight that I gave them earlier to extend their body upward. That's quite cool to see them doing that.
But yes,
Oh, I didn't
myself,
think they'd be
along
expanded
with.
to do that.
Yes, myself, I am a Starborn, much like actually Mr. Biol here.
Yes.
Oh wait,
Well,
so you're also a rock? Is that how that works? Am I
Yes.
being racist right now?
No, that
no,
is
it's
just.
quite an accurate observation.
Oh, okay.
That is not at all. Yeah, that is not all being rude in any way, shape, or form. It is just quite literally that is.
I've been
what
getting
we,
exposed
what
to
we
a lot
are.
of new things.
Yes.
A lot of the people that I would work with didn't really disclose much of their race, and a lot of the magic that we would communicate through wasn't very face-to-facey, so to speak. So this is a lot of exposure to things that I am not used to.
Usually, when it comes to at least any form of combat that I do, I am. How do I best put this? I have got as much offensive capability as at least as much as a flower in a wildfire. I am just. Oh, in terms of.
Oh no.
Yes, virtue is very much
has
as.
been impressive this week. They have learned body manipulation.
Oh.
Hi.
I saw you.
So you did take
as
my
big as the
advice on
tree
that.
over there.
I'm
And now
happy to
you're
hear.
Thank
even
you.
smaller. Wow.
Oh, yes, in
Where's
terms
he
of
go?
my combat
What's he
skill,
go?
it is about as useful as that. I could never fight virtues because I can't beat virtues in a fight. Just like how he can't keep me down in a fight because, well, in terms of my
Wait,
defensive
have
skills,
you heard about our new teacher?
it is an unstoppable
Only
force,
rumors.
meaning an immovable object. Essentially, they both.
I still the same
Most
thing.
that you
Yes.
made that comparison. I was
need-
just about to say
No,
that, but I
fine,
wanted to
but
let you finish.
I need to
I'm
have a
very
meeting
glad
with
that we're on the
all
same
of
page.
you. We need to discuss this because it could be
Meet
very
the
important.
unstoppable force meet the immovable object.
Yes.
When are you done for
have
that?
time now.
Unfortunately, before I
same
wanted
here.
to relate more to the
You're good.
immovable object, but I feel as though
We can
things
use
have been
my room.
resolved.
Come on.
Well, when it comes to my magics, it's either illusionary work or it's my.
You're gonna have a talk.
As I have it,
crazy.
little. How do I best describe it?
Yeah, I'm being
Like
trapped
puppets.
again.
Little what was it? Different forms
Oh.
of golems that I have, ranging from stone, metal, even just suits of armor. Mostly suits of armor,
Constellation
actually.
fucker.
That
Where's her
sounds very
hat?
useful, actually.
He
We would
knows
hire
where- He wears
mages
a hat,
and
but-
such to
I
make like
am
small
not
scale
obligated to
constructs for
silence,
moving
but I
objects,
like
but-
Bayu, and I'm not going to say where it is.
I'm not gonna say it's in the open because it's hidden for a reason, but
Well, I meant later.
of course, you're one of the few
Sorting
people I
happening?
trust with it. Yeah.
Sure, yeah, they're doing their exam.
Oh, I thought this was just a spar. Is this an exam?
Yes.
Yes.
He was very interested in taking her exams already. Which is good because since it's virtues doing the exam, that means I can also just properly
Yes, I
observe
can be. I
their
have a calm emotions
defensive
crystal on
skills as
hand.
well.
I see.
Two birds with one stone.
If you need to talk, just let me know.
I'm still abundantly concerned for when I start doing these. If they are going to be combat, I must confess.
Two birds with one
Ah,
stone.
you'll
I
do
wonder
fine,
which
my
one I
friend.
fulfill then.
I'm not entirely worried about just
the
doing
only
fine.
throwing it
I'm worried
back.
about whatever I'm sparring with surviving.
I'm saying, do I fulfill the bird or the stone part?
I don't really need to worry about fighting my
It
opponent.
would still be funny to put a
I usually don't either. Talking is a very,
scarecrow in your room
very
for
good
April Fools.
thing to do, and usually communication is all I need.
Trust
but
me, you wouldn't be the first person.
I don't
it's
think
not a
communication
good
will.
I mean, considering Professor
Not all
Birch
things
saying
can be
that,
communicated
off
with.
the bird
I just
seed
make
in your
the
room,
ground.
I think I can put the pieces
Personally,
together
what
and
I
put
do
you
is
guys
just make the
fast. I
ground
think
they're
I-
standing on just quicksand. They can't move.
That
And the
can
fight
work
ends.
if the person can't fly.
And how are you doing this?
Which,
You know, I've
some people can.
been feeling a lot better recently.
Well, at least I can. I don't know about everybody here, but I can propel myself into the
I can
brief
shoot them with my
periods.
laser eyes.
That would explain
That's a
the
joke.
bandages.
That's a joke. It's a joke. I don't have laser eyes. They're very cliche, you know.
They are quite cliche. I'm more of a laser hands person, but whenever I do those, I go flying into the air.
Do you require that? Is it a blindfold or is that purely from just an injury? I ask only just so I know if it's something I need to tend to.
I think you should probably talk to Virtues about that. Personally.
Oh, please tell me it wasn't one of his lessons.
No. I've always had this. This has always been, well, it's been with me for a while. Just know it's underneath the bandages. I'm blind as a bat.
Actually,
Be careful saying
Professor
that around
Fontaine.
Arlo. He might take offense.
I mean, Arlo does wear glasses.
I'm aware.
So he definitely fits
I
blind
do
as a
rather have
band.
question for you.
Go for it.
Do you feel as though you could use, how would I word this? As someone who's very, I'm assuming, defensively oriented, or at least sturdy, fortitude based, as it were. I am not one of said people. Usually if things come to blows, things just explode. Would that be considered a form of defense if the person I'm fighting is incapacitated before I can be hurt?
I've grown more so.
Offense is the best defense.
Huh?
I mean, yes, offense
Because I
can be
came-
seen as a form of defense.
Yes, because I came here for the general purpose of dampening the effects of my magic, but at the same time, people speak of martial context and fighting very casually here. I'm almost beginning to debate if it's worth dampening or if I should hone it instead.
Well, that's the whole point of being at this school, to find out what exactly works best for you.
Yes. I mean, after all, I
For
didn't exactly come
example-
here to become a warrior. I came here just to
I mean,
learn how
while
to fix
Miss
myself.
Ash here could use, for example, her cutlass and a spear, that may not be exactly how you wish to fight. Same with how Mr. Buell uses all different manners of
I
weaponry.
got a big sword.
Wait,
Yes,
were we
and
supposed
even
to
this
bring
one here with a
weapons?
big
I didn't know we
sword.
were supposed to bring weapons. Oh, you were supposed
You're
to bring
not sup-
weapons. I feel underprepared.
No, you were not supposed to bring weapons, I can assure you that.
I didn't bring my own
It's
weapons,
not really-
I just make them.
Yes.
It's not really me bringing a weapon. It's just a giant log I found in the ground, and I just kind of shaped it into a giant weapon.
That's like sharpening a pencil to a fine point and saying that you can't stab someone with it and considering it not a weapon because of that.
Never
Also
used a
think it would
pencil
matter if
before.
Well, there is
Oh my
also the
goodness,
matter of
that's not the
splinters.
point.
Yes.
Well,
But yes,
I didn't exactly come here
right?
intending to learn how to use a weapon, but I suppose
Even Mr.
we'll
Buell
have to
here
see.
Hey, you.
makes his weapons.
You seem the cannibal? You can't seem to find him anywhere.
Omo? No.
Which one? Aren't there like 4 of them?
No, they're
only
talking
one.
about Omu.
Almost the only
I
technical
don't know, I've
cannibal.
seen him, no.
If we checked the entire fucking school, didn't find
Luckily
him,
enough,
so...
I won't have to actually do a defensive exam.
Omu missing?
I did.
I
got
don't
proper
know. I don't want to
observation
say
of your
missing, but I have no
skills
fucking
there.
idea where he is.
Luckily enough, consider that
probably
2
find him.
exams
Hold
in
on one
one.
second. I probably cannot find him. I'm out of mana.
No,
He's
that's
tried.
low.
It's too much.
Yeah, it's the thought that counts.
I'll let
Yes.
you know if I see
I was
him.
taught everything I know from
I mean, it's
my
fine
mother.
anyway. She's gonna be coming back over here, so...
A grander
If she
shrine.
finds him, she finds him, I suppose.
In that case, your mother was a
I
very
could have a look
skilled shrine maiden herself, then.
Where
Indeed.
have you looked?
The shrines have been in the Sato.
What
for the
part of
family
everywhere
house
does not include... Well, besides the inside of the dorm rooms. We haven't checked in the dorm rooms, but... You know,
It
kind
is
of
the
rude to
family
barge into people's rooms.
business, so to speak.
One of the few things I
People
have.
would mind. And besides,
One of the
doesn't
few
he have
places
like
where
his
I've
own
actually
dorm
not
room?
visited, but
He
So I
does.
feel the
For
need
sure
to
it's
ask, do
fine.
you
I
do
think
piracy out of
he'll
necessity or
check
do you
with
do it for fun?
You know,
Usually he
generally it's a business venture, usually.
So, with that being the case, if you have the resources to do such a thing, why don't you just start a merchant company yourself?
Here, while most are
Well, I am poised to take over the family business at some point.
that seems to be looming.
So this is just a resume filler, so to speak, in the meantime.
Not
blowing up
necessarily
merchant ships and taking
a
away
resume
banks.
filler. It's more so the entire crew sort of persuaded my father to send me here so I could, you know, do something much more than, you know, just salvage operations.
That is why we are
I
here to make sure
see.
that the students are prepared to
So,
handle the outside
wait, I'm
taking.
confused.
I know.
Is
but
your
I'm
father
saying
encouraging
play
this
along,
behavior?
You can't see.
Well, my father runs the whole business.
When the fuck did,
And the business that you're
teleportation
inheriting is working in the acquisition of other goods that are not your own?
Well, technically, it's mostly salvage.
It is mostly salvage, so the
Yes.
whole piracy corporation thing is mostly on the side.
Well, it used to be the main thing, many years ago.
Yeah, so now it's been kind of pushed to the wayside, I'm assuming because law progression and
Well,
upholding of such in self-defense, etc.
Yes, I mean, plus, if,
And
if you see what dwells in the deep, many times, a hand of piracy isn't necessarily, needed for a ship to go missing.
It's not something that will harm the
Yeah, you're not wrong
students,
about that. There's a reason that my company switched to airships a while ago.
We do
Well, I say a while
encourage
ago, it
the
was
students
only
to at
like a
least seek
decade
one of the
ago.
professors first. But
the only harm upon
I suppose that's fair. No judgment towards you or anything, just from one businessman to a businesswoman. It's a spot of interest. I've worked as a merchant for quite some time now, so it's interesting to hear the perspective of someone that's worked to down vessels.
yes, and that's as long as
Well,
we
most of my
provide
work is to, bring things back up from beneath the waves.
Yes, I know that now, but I heard the
Yes.
whole pirate thing, as someone that works in the trade company, it's a little bit of a red flag, that's why I was concerned. But context has been had.
Yes.
Understood.
Yes.
And besides, it's not my place to judge professions anyway. Again, here we're all supposed to be on equal footing.
I want to know that I have the ability to move away from
While I would say tensions are a bit high at the moment, I would say most of us here are still friends. Although usually you'll end up seeing a lot more of the people who aren't than the people who are.
The few tend to be much louder than the many.
Sorry, was that directed at me or was that directed at somebody?
No, it wasn't. I was talking about people. No, you literally just got here.
My perception of you is you are very charismatic.
No, I mean, like, you just got to the school today. Why would you be like...
to try to be.
Why would you be
Very
angry? Why would
charismatic,
you...
but very wholesome as well.
Oh, no, not like directed at me as an I'm before we I apologize for the confusion. I meant as in, in regards to our conversation, not regarding me particularly. Sorry, I didn't think so.
I will keep my
Because we were just talking
electrical
about
magic away from
people
you.
being on equal footing and
Yes, that would be,
things outside of school
greatly
matter, and when I heard that, I
appreciated.
was like, oh, that's probably in regards to our conversation. That's why I was curious.
I mean, I don't think really classes ever really come up with a point of debate
access
and
to
argument.
a
I
court
think
of
everyone
magic.
here generally is pretty
If
equal
that's ever
in how they
needed.
treat things, although...
Yeah, it
I would say the
would be
majority of
useful
the
in some
are
instances,
noble.
yes.
There's a few
I can
commoners.
tell.
We used to have a royal, but she kind of got... crumpled, for lack of a better word.
Hurting anyone.
Assassinated.
Everyone has the ability
No,
to
she, as some people like to affectionately put it, fucked around and found out their mission. And she decided that I'm going to run headfirst alone into the enemy encampment was not the brightest idea.
So she wasn't assassinated, she died of her own actions? Or if she did die, did she just be grievously
Death
injured
by
and
night. Death by night.
I see. That's rather unfortunate to hear. With luck.
Well, I don't think I'm not sure if she's actually dead or not, but she was
By the way,
definitely injured to the point
Yeah.
where she left
my
the
name is
school.
Whisper of the Sato clan.
I suppose that's fair enough.
You may call me Wisp.
Of course, you can, you just call me Ash.
He's in the Grand Hall, but he
It makes it easier for everyone else because there's usually another person running around whose name is Kaia, and it gets confusing. It gets, a little bit confusing for, not necessarily for me, but for him, whenever anyone says Kaia, because then they think they're talking to him.
I swear I caught a glimpse of something in the air before you arrived.
So I just go by Ash instead to save him the headache. Well, More so to save everyone else the headache, because then he'll never stop talking about it.
Magic, so I wasn't entirely sure.
Explain it.
Understood.
Gia was also looking for him as well. Should I go to
I'm
him?
going to look for David.
Yeah, go tell her. I mean, I wasn't looking for him. It was more Gil looking for him. So yeah.
So,
Although don't know where.
curious,
He's gone. Fuck.
So is Pincers a little bit of a problem person, or?
No, I wouldn't say so. Although Elmu does have his bad traits, I would say he's a good friend.
Good friend, but problematic behavior?
Sometimes.
Yes.
On missions, he can be quite uncooperative with commands, but besides that, I don't really have much against him.
Oh yeah, the winged fellow from before did seem quite frustrated with a couple of people for not following orders.
Yeah, the whole true figure thing is because we had a mission where we went out, and a lot of people decided that listening was overrated and arguing was in. And so it kind of ended kind of disastrously with the mission.
Yes.
Probably not good for what is meant to be getting done on a mission typically. You know,
Yeah.
something, same goals, something, teamwork, something.
Yeah, but people like to think arguing is the best way of solving the issues while we're actively under attack.
Yeah, that.
Hey, Winter.
That doesn't.
I found Omu. He was brooding
I
in the
know,
Grand Hall.
I know. Bayo just told me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bit too late, but I appreciate it.
Would it be rude of me to ask how you see things?
Well. Well. There's, I can tell you many ways.
What was that about being similar to me?
Ooh, wait. Similar to who?
Nothing. The Professor Virtues brought up a comment about one of our new students being somewhat similar to me. I really, out of lack of a better guess, I think it'd be you, but.
I don't know how we would be similar, but.
Do you have a tendency to lay down for no
I
apparent
suppose
reason?
special introductions are in order. I am not a human. I am a doppelganger.
Oh.
We are a shape-shifting race. And, we're not a naturally occurring race as far as I'm aware. We were man-made.
I don't think I've heard of your kind before, but that is quite
Our
interesting.
kind is, very suppressed in information. The people who know about us usually don't like, the fact that we exist.
Yes.
I suppose that makes sense. Typically somebody... Doppelganging isn't exactly a very...
From what little I am aware about, we were created as weapons of war. But then, and they of course used mind control to make sure we did the things they asked us to do. However, we adapted to the mind control, and we became immune to it. And so, we stopped listening, and so they were like, oh shit, well we better kill them, because they're now a broken tool. And so, that's kind of why my kind isn't both well known about and sort of hidden.
I see. Well, I'm terribly
I see
sorry
our
to hear.
similarities.
Well, if it means
So-
anything,
Oh, you go on ahead, sorry.
Oh, me? Well, if it means anything, I'm a complete outbreed from my entire race, so if that means anything at all, I'm
It's
not exactly
fine, I'm
looked
used to the
fondly
people here
upon.
generally being supportive, but yeah.
Were you going to say something?
Yeah, I know why he said that. Kinda wish he didn't, but, you know, it's fine.
It's
No,
perfectly fine, you know,
Someone
several
that
of us are
works with a lot
special.
of people that works in the trade of information and general negotiation, I have to confess to you, you are not very good at hiding information.
Open book.
You are something of an open book, which isn't necessarily a bad thing when you're among friends, but just a fair notice. Not everybody is friends.
You're not wrong. But I also do lie a lot, so who knows?
We all have our secrets.
Indeed, yes.
Suppose we do.
Right.
Though if we are going to talk on our make and such, I am quite literally, I think, the only hairless gremlin I know. And I do mean literally, the only hairless gremlin I know. Hairless in the fur sense.
Yeah,
Most of my kind
I
have.
kind of assumed.
Which is something. It would definitely explain
All
the
of
natural
us
magical
are a
tendencies.
bit, well, my race is, we're all a bit different in how we look. You'll never find one that looks exactly the same. We're
Which
very
is probably
diverse
for the
cast.
best, given
Yes.
you know the general in hiding thing and trying to stay out of sight, etc.
Well, as far from what I understand, all of us.
Yes.
How are you feeling about
Hello.
doing a spar?
Not 100% if I'm honest.
Darn. Alright.
That's a very understandable answer.
In any case, Mr. Greyborn, how
Professor.
about you? Would you like
What's
to
going
assist
on?
me with an exam?
I would be happy
to.
to. I was going to see what the hammer did first.
Ah, yes, in any case, leave you to that.
I am more than capable of helping as well if need be.
I could assist, but I'm not going to be using any magic. I don't feel like fighting right now. My mana is currently depleted.
In any case, just so...
Who is it for?
No, it's quite good.
One of our
I
new
mean, I'd
students right
much
there
rather
in the
be
arena.
depleted of mana than burn down this entire forest.
Ah.
Yeah, but the way you describe it, yeah, I think it's preferable you're out of mana most of the time.
Mr. Greyborn does not
Yeah,
wish
I
to,
try to make sure that I
then,
outsource it when I can.
up to Mr.
Lighting
Greyborn
candles,
then.
snuffing them out, lighting candles, snuffing them out.
I could.
But,
Did you fight today?
I mean that more in, all of us, as far as I'm aware, are born with a... How everyone is born with a certain way. We're all
Personally see
born
to
like
us
that.
for now.
And that's our
It'd be a good chance to
true
evaluate the
look,
other
so to
students.
speak. And they all look wildly different from each other.
Oh, so
As far as I'm
assuming that
aware,
what I'm currently
no...
seeing isn't the quote-unquote
No,
real
this is-
you.
No, it isn't. All of us
Oh.
look wildly different.
When it comes to, what is the word? You said you're not naturally made? Does that mean,
I
like...
was born naturally,
this-
however, our race is artificial.
Okay. I see.
Wait,
So
is
you
that
do
all
get
your
delivered
final
by a
thing?
stork.
No.
I don't
That's-
believe anyone gets delivered by a stork.
As someone that worked in trade, I can
Wait,
guarantee none of
they
my
don't?
people have ever delivered a baby before.
No.
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 The delivery of a baby.
I'm not having.
delivery of a
I'm not.
baby is
I'm not
technically
having this
done by
conversation. I'm
medical
not.
personnel.
You can ask someone else to educate you on this.
I mean,
There's
Do you
birds,
also
right, or
believe-
there's bees right over there. We have a bird over that way.
No.
My question to you, my dear friend, my dear rabbity friend, have you never been taught?
The birds and the bees. We have bees. We have
Exactly.
bird. It's perfect.
Technically,
It's not work
yes.
apprentice.
You see, when a mother and a father, whether they love each other or not, decides to come together in a more
Oh, I'm
frivolous
not saying your
manner.
Oh dear God,
Hey, how about we
That
save
is
this
how
for the
it
sex
is,
ed
yeah.
class?
I don't believe that'll be a
Fuck
thing here.
is
This
sex?
is a academy for teaching heroes and fighters, not
Yes.
promiscuous activity.
Promiscuity.
Hey, teaching the future generation to not be open in bed is a good lesson to learn.
If an individual wishes to be open in bed with whomever they wish, or whomever's, that is on them. It is not to be judged by others.
Okay, well, how about this? Protection is good to learn, unless you like diseases.
why
Or
would you
offspring.
need protection for love?
Yes.
Okay, we are having this
Because-
conversation another day. Right. So what was so? So yeah, no,
Okay.
I am born naturally. I am not man-made. However, my kind is man-made.
Okay, I think I kind of understand.
Hang on, I want to make this even
My
better.
kind was
I want
made
to
in
make
a
this
lab.
better. Hang on. I came from an egg.
Huh. That's not surprising. chickens come from eggs.
Yes, but I'm not a
Another
chicken.
area.
If anything, I just kind of appeared one day.
I think turtles come from eggs, right?
Yes.
They're technically sea
Well, a
creatures.
lot of things come from eggs. Yeah.
I think you're a sea creature.
Yes.
Judging by your tail.
Yes.
Are you? Huh. Huh. Yeah, that doesn't really surprise me.
I come from what dwells in the deep.
I came from a farmhouse.
Right, so you don't exactly have to share if you don't want to, but I think I can pull together the similarities that, Virtue's making towards you and me.
I'd rather not talk about that. That's
fair
as
enough.
you said about the talk about what I don't remember. You said it was it's a conversation for another time, my friend.
Mm-hmm.
I see we have another student that can go invisible.
Just hope I don't
Delightful.
stupid.
Oh yeah, I mean, me and good example, although Chio isn't awake right now, she's still resting. But me and her look nothing alike in our true forms. And we're both doppelgangers.
Personal preference. Though I can, if it helps, ease.
She's a little bit of generalization is she's a lot more smaller and agile. I'm a lot bigger and taller. Tankier.
I see. That's pretty cool.
Not really.
Being
You
big
really
and strong.
It really isn't a blessing being my race.
Every race has their ups and downs.
I suppose, but most
Yes.
aren't man-hunted.
You know, I can feel you on that one.
What again?
Well, from what I've learned, Kraken offspring.
Kraken offspring.
They hunted?
Okay, well at the very least, you aren't suppressed by the fact that you even exist. At least people know Krakens exist.
Yes, this is true.
And you also don't pose the risk of going into a fucking murderous rampage on the battlefield.
Also true, yes, very, very true.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, I try to keep calm, not because it is because I am normally like this, but because the last time I let my emotions get the better of me, bad things happened when doppelgangers get angry.
Yeah.
A frenzy, feral, if you will. We don't exactly have control of ourselves when our emotions get the better of us.
I see. I might actually have that conversation with you sooner rather than later.
Luckily, it
I
hasn't
don't know.
happened, at least here. Only happened once, but, Just generally
They're really
speaking,
good
if
at
you see a giant black thing raging towards you, generally speaking, assume to get the fuck away from it.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I could probably stop you.
Running away from it.
I
probably could.
Friend,
I wouldn't
I
advise
believe
it.
in you. However, I really don't want you getting hurt from. How do I put this? My race was made as a weapon. Spies and informants can't always guarantee that they would have a weapon on them, so they made our bodies our weapons.
I'm not here for
I see.
At least I wasn't initially.
I think I still could stop you.
Sooner than later if, well,
Would you like to elaborate, since Mr. Secret Teller, since I'm divulging my secrets?
All I gotta do is just make sure. I gotta make sure just the land around us is dirt. That's all I gotta do.
Yes, but if it's anything
Yeah,
other than
then,
dirt, then you can't.
Well, dirt, sand, clay, a little bit of rocks.
Earth elements.
Yes.
Look, I'm going to
Make
say
quick
this.
tips.
I'm sure you could try to bind me. I'm not entirely sure you will succeed in binding me.
As does most. As does most, though, as there's a crop, life and...
Okay, let me just, out of morbid curiosity,
It's worth a shot, you know?
I mean, I would certainly prefer you bind me over people have to punch me till I stop, till I gain control back. I would certainly prefer being binded up, but I'm not entirely sure that would work.
It would definitely take a lot of sand, assuming you said it's very big, very strong. It'd take a lot of mana.
I'm about the size of Fontaine, and I'm a lot bigger framed than he is.
My question still
Intriguing.
Why dampen when you can learn to control entirely?
About giant size, if you will.
Still think I could probably do it.
I would hate to see what I
You're
am at
welcome
full,
to try if it ever happens.
full-grown size.
Rather not fight any of you guys here, to be honest. I'm worried for my exam. If a student tries to fight, I will actually hurt them.
There are many things that are. Things that you can...
You know, not to be rude, but overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer. Just...
It is.
People here are capable of
This isn't-
defending themselves.
Right, before
I understand.
anything happens with his arm.
But this isn't overconfidence.
Ability to look to
You say so.
improbabilities. It is something that can be learned.
I've only been working towards it for about 30 years now. My lack of faith is well justified.
I just had a light bulb of why Omi was probably brooding.
Oh.
Because of Geo?
Oh. Sorry, how many forests
Wow,
have you
that was
burnt
not
down in your
hard.
life?
Yeah, probably.
How many villages
Yeah.
have you accidentally set ablaze? I mean,
Oh, he isn't very. Oh yeah, I forgot. He did do that during Circle of Truth. Yeah, he isn't very subtle about it. You know?
No.
Just because you have to speak the truth doesn't mean you have to say certain things. There's a difference between not lying and not saying something. Like, I could say, you're the best person I ever met, but if in the Circle of Truth, I don't have to say that, but I could still talk about you, you know? I don't have to lie. I can't lie, but I don't have to say the truth either, if you sort of get my meaning.
Yes.
You don't have to be...
You don't have to say every thought you think about the person. You just can't lie about it.
You just sidestep the truth.
Guess I could... Guess I'll leave you with a little bit of crumb of information from me. If you see me looking at you, just kind of tilting my head, just kind of curiosity, I'm just getting the general vibe of you. I've been told I'm a good people person, understanding people.
Would you want to go over there away from...
Generally a bit energetic.
Ah, yes, the other blind one
I can
approaches.
also read fortunes.
Other blind one?
Arlo's over there.
Ah.
Also, once I get my dorm all nice and tidy and I unpack everything I brought with me, I don't mind reading fortunes, if you want to come for a fortune.
I'm not big into that sort of stuff.
Most people aren't. Some
Admittedly,
people are, some
I'm
people aren't.
a bit not into anything superstitious, admittedly. Like gods.
It's not superstition.
I'm not a big fan.
Fair enough. Just know... I probably won't do anything involving relationships. If someone comes to me and asks...
I don't blame you.
If someone comes to me and asks, oh, will I marry X or will I marry Y? I'm just going... I'm gonna decline.
Generally speaking, that's a one-way trip to them screaming at you, why did my fortune not happen, you son of a bitch?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fortunes are not prophecies. They're not guarantees. any prophecies before? Around
What
the
again?
school? Anybody talking about prophecies?
No, I've actually never heard of a prophecy around here.
No. Not that I've heard, no.
Nope, not a singular one.
Well, I would always assume prophecies are true. Or have a lot more truth than fortunes.
I think fate is for the weak.
How? Dad. Spoiled.
Would you not have been able to smell that it was spoiled before you took a bite?
Yeah, I was.
And okay, I just grab from my bag and I pull out a carrot and I eat it, alright? They all taste the same.
Well, that one apparently didn't.
I think.
It's not the worst, but yeah, I wouldn't recommend eating more of it.
Also, hello. I'm Xander. Xander Lapon Graves. You may call me Lapon, you may call me Graves, or you may call me Rabbit. Whatever suits you.
Arlo Ian Rivers. You can call me Arlo.
Arlo. You were the one who was supposed to be taking care of the garden.
I've been
Am I correct?
flagging, honestly, yes. Correct.
Don't worry, I picked up your slack.
Thank you. As
You're
I'm only
welcome.
one of the few medics around here, I've been busy.
Ooh.
We do have the least amount of Valkyries in any other class.
Yes.
I have a little bit of healing magic, but it's slow. The problem is
Not up
it's
to me to
slow.
say we end up getting put. I don't even know what you can do, really, so.
I mean, I've got healing magic.
Well, yeah, but
everyone has
that's
some kind of healing
ink,
magic,
so
just-
Yes.
it's dark, so, you know, probably
have a
best
more
to keep it
better-
away from light users.
You know,
I had
you're
to-
probably right.
Amputate someone's leg during our expedition. As well
Again,
as-
I kind of gave Bayu a
Healed a couple of our
scare
other
with,
students.
you know, a thing that is just...
Oh, a student had to be amputated? What happened?
No.
Well, Starborn are both weak to slashing and dark.
Someone
I want you to
Yes.
guess what this
over
both
there
is.
had their leg amputated.
You know what? Fair
and
point.
saved.
I mean, these aren't just for show.
May I ask? May I ask?
Of course.
I don't know their name.
Wait, who are we talking
Well,
about
it's a-
with amputees?
The civilian from the expedition.
Oh yeah, the random civilian. Yeah, I don't know.
Ah, okay. I was about to say, if a student here got an amputation in the line of work,
Well, the student here did get an
Oh, Lord.
amputation, although that
Yes.
wasn't when they were with the school.
No.
Ah, right, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, one did lose an eye.
And an arm.
And an arm, yes.
oh.
Victoria is nothing if not stupid.
Very determined, though.
A student that is no longer in the school.
Again.
Oh.
Again.
Alright. Again?
Again.
Well, they left the school because of an incident, came back missing an eye and an arm, and, yeah.
Huh. I think I'll fit in right well. Very well here.
Oh yeah, she also punched out one of Chio's eyes.
Oh my goodness.
That's what I was referring to. Someone lost an eye.
Sounds
yeah,
like-
Busy.
I mean, at least she has 8, admittedly. So it's
You know,
not as
that's
big of a loss.
that's true. That is true.
I would like to throw
Not
in my
8,
hat in
sorry,
the ring,
I have 8, my mistake. No, she has 5.
Losing an eye, even 1 or 2, still kind of is bad? Also, hello there, Miss Gio.
Oh no, it is, but I mean, she has, you know, more than the average. Wait, where's... Oh. Hello? You alright?
I
Hello,
just had to
Bubbles.
cheer up
You like a
Elmo.
carrot?
I heard he was feeling emo.
Very brooding.
He was brooding
You
in the
know
grand
how,
hall.
you know how you were when before I started to bug you? That, but 10 times worse.
Hmm.
You like a carrot?
I'm good.
Okay.
But you know, Chio
Listen,
has 5 eyes, if I remember correctly. I was confusing her with myself. I
Oh.
was.
By the way, I seduced and straddled the wall.
You seduced and straddled the wall.
Yes.
Seduce? Huh? Wait, what?
I charmed it. How can,
Oh.
what can I say? I'm just sexy as hell when it comes to wood.
Uh.
Huh?
Eh?
I see.
What? What is?
I never said it was
I
proud
don't
of
know
me.
what she's talking about.
Winter? Oh, he's back. He's back in working order.
I do not know what you're
You
talking
know,
about.
I thought I was bad with words.
Uppies.
I never told you.
I think
No,
never
you
told
can
you
still
what
have your
she's
talk.
saying.
I'm just gonna be holding my emotional support doppelganger.
Okay.
Alright, thank
Well,
you. I'm
hi.
glad I'm more like a plushie for you.
I'm Xander Lapon Graves. Oh,
Pleasure.
please call me Graves or Lapon or Rabbit. Most people call me Rabbit. Oh.
Also, pet your local squid for good luck.
We're very close.
How would you like it if I touched your ears? Gio, stop touching people's ears without
We
permission.
both know what happens when you do that.
Exactly, so don't touch people's ears without permission.
I'm trying to. I'm trying to. Okay, that's. Sorry, there's something with the ears that got my attention. Sorry.
Okay.
I do have
Please refrain from doing that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, no, for how can you see?
Oh, now that I'm outside, I can fully
I
show
have
you.
bandages.
Oh God, no.
I'm gonna walk this way.
You might want to step back.
No, trust me. Trust me. You're gonna want to be over here for this. Move. You might want to move.
Pulse drags.
Go ahead, Lappy.
The fuck? What is going on?
Oh.
She did that. She did that inside the building, and everyone got pushed to a wall.
Oh. Well, yeah.
Actually, your hand's very warm.
Right.
Yeah.
That was not alarming at all.
No. Not at all.
How do you know she was close then, without her touching your ear?
What?
I'm very, very.
I suppose.
You did win, Lappy. So
Okay.
To be honest, if I really wanted to, I could
I
channel
mean, if I
some of
remember
my
right,
mana.
Beastkin's ears can hear really well, can't they?
Yes.
But I also can sense
You reckon?
vibrations in the ground.
Oh, well there you go.
The more
Please
mana I
try not to
charge,
break your
the
glasses
better
against my head.
detection I have.
I don't want you to scratch them.
That's fine.
So you lost your sight, but your other senses are enhanced.
That's usually how it goes. Your body compensates for losing a sense.
Does that
I kind of
make
wish I
sense?
didn't lose the sense of seeing.
Mm-hmm.
Miss seeing so many nice places, you know?
You want to go down?
No, it's
May I
fine.
ask
I don't want to
lost your
fall
sight?
off while I'm
You don't have
bending
the
your head.
answer, but
No, I'm holding your hips. You're fine. You're very squishy.
What does that meant to mean?
It's a good thing. It's a good thing.
Cursed.
Imagine tasting everything you sit on.
He came into
give
my
your
room
side a
one
squish.
night and
Give
he
your
said
side a
you
squish.
should-
Oh God.
I do not give my
No.
side a squish.
Yes.
Come on. Gonna
Taste receptors.
You poor soul.
Yes, it's not always delightful.
You poor soul.
What's the problem? What's the problem?
Hundreds of stories to tell. New person.
Back, demon!
So this is what you run off to do after that comment in the library?
My
See,
teacher
you're
won my
fine. You're
heart.
like a feral cat.
How am I a cat?
Well, I mean, what were you just
I-
doing, Hezekiah?
I haven't talked to you. I am
I was
Xander
trying to
Lapon
swoosh
Graves.
my sides.
Please call me Lapon.
Or Graves.
I just call me Rabbit. At the end of the day,
Can I call
so-
you Bun Bun?
Yeah.
They're calling you Bun Bun now.
Actually, Leppy, is it possible for you to make other people big using your slime?
I don't know.
Do not.
How?
Do not.
Wait. Theo, are you attempting to give them
Hold on, I need
uppies?
to contact God.
Are you attempting to
Hold
give
on,
them
I'm gonna
uppies?
contact
Oh god, it's pissing down raining
If
outside.
I let go of my form, I can.
How will that work though?
It's quite simple, really. I stopped focusing on compressing myself, and I'd be a lot bigger.
Oh, are you trying? Oh, you're the one that's trying to become big.
No. What?
Professor.
I'm confused.
Quite literally, they want you to
Hello,
give them
I've become an
uppies.
emotional
By
support
being- by you
doppelganger.
becoming really big.
Sad.
Thank you.
Fair enough.
Oh, I guess.
If you're blind, how could you tell I was wearing a hat?
Ooh, cold out.
Echolocation is a thing.
Oh wait. No, it's not echolocation. I just sense vibrations. Whenever you move around,
And talking
kind of
about
moves around as well.
calling out
I
and
vibrations the whole time.
I see. Wait,
One of my
I think
abilities.
No, it's just adjusting how
Oh,
I'm
fair
holding you
enough,
because
never
I
mind.
don't think you want me holding your ass.
The other form of.
I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, I know. My support against it.
It's like a tremor
I
sense.
don't know what's going on either.
Exactly. Typically, it's just
This is life.
so long as,
Because
if
he's an
I'm
emotional
assuming
support
correctly,
doppelganger.
so long as his feet are planted firmly on the
Emotional
ground, then
support.
Hold on. Wait.
Yes.
So if Leppy gives Cleo uppies, and then you give him uppies, and then they give.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, this is going
Give me
to be.
uppies.
Oh, this is going to be
Give me
glorious.
uppies.
This is
Give me
going to be
uppies.
glorious.
Void sway of patience.
Professor Virtues.
Picks you up.
Hate you.
Have you informed?
No, you
Aunt
don't.
Jane,
You wouldn't have
Professor
dealt with me this
Miss
one.
Leppy,
I really do not appreciate
Yeah,
the
Wait. The circle of
okay there, sir?
life is a new. Oh wait, we can't sing that song. I'm sorry, I forgot.
This is fucking stupid.
It's really.
Look at him! He's the king of the
Yes.
world.
Pressing your nose under your neck.
Yes.
It's always like, they did well here.
Feral cat.
We have.
Fuck you.
an
Do you think he
interesting
lands on his
prize.
feet if you drop him?
Please do not
No.
drop him.
Also, not
That-
right
It's
now.
just an
let's not
intrusive
test the
thought.
theory.
I can catch up if you drop him.
I
Alright, Leppy,
really
you can
do
put us
not
down now
put
if
my
you'd like.
faith in you catching me. I...
Just gently.
You know, I'm glad I'm not the only one who thought that.
I carry a sword the size of my body. It's not light. It's really heavy. But I carry it with one hand.
It had nothing to do with your strength, don't worry.
What's up, Professor?
Leppy, for now, no more uppies for the day.
Fine, I'll put you down.
Oh, we
Put me
have.
down, I just...
No,
Quite the colorful cast.
No, obviously you don't like it when I hold
Yes.
you.
To say the least.
Wait,
yes.
Carrot?
No, you don't like it when I touch you. You don't like it when I hold you.
That is not what I'm saying.
Kai.
Look in my mouth, you son of a bitch.
Starborn.
Starborn, doppelgangers,
These kids.
all sorts of walks of life here. And
You seem like a really
oh
nice
boy,
guy.
Shaking your ass.
I'm glad that this is at least still the least problematic group of students I've had.
And you're a terrible life.
That's
Wow, I'm despondent.
I commend you all for that. Please just keep doing whatever it is you're doing.
I try my best.
I'm making a joke.
Have I introduced myself
Yes,
to you?
I do try.
By the way, Miss Lippy,
Oh, you have
No?
You're able to, so you're able to increase your size. Does it go the opposite
I'm
way as
Xander.
well?
Xander Lapon Graves. You may call me Graves,
It does
you may call me Lapon, or you may call me Rabbit.
Oh my goodness.
Most people choose to call me Rabbit. Except for Lippy. Lippy calls me Bun Bun.
Okay.
She said, "Oh, I was dancing on my feet."
I will keep that in mind and just make sure that you are very careful. Do not want to stay small for too long and just
Oh
do not
yeah, I
want
might
to
get
end up.
squished.
Yes, that is what we want to avoid.
I don't think you want to get squished.
No, I really don't want to be squished.
Really a fun way to...
That's certainly interesting.
I feel like you're going to give the poor girl.
I have to eat a lot for that to happen, though. If I haven't eaten
see.
anything in a while, then I won't be able to do that.
That can certainly be useful, though, at least in ones that on the field. Especially if, for example, if you're able to, I don't know if that's the largest size you can get to, but if you can get any larger than that, then you could technically at least provide something, I don't know, put your arm down on, and have that be sort of like a makeshift shield.
This is as high as I could go.
You should do some meditation one time.
Oh, well, that could work then. You could either provide, what is it, you can actually probably grab a few of the students and actually get them to a safer location. That actually is very useful.
And your wings are like naturally on your
But it might be very squishy unless I crystallize myself, I guess.
Yeah, well, either way, whatever works in the field. Trust me, and trust me, it's not even just purely restricted to you. It could even be someone such as Arlo who could do that, but that would require something such as what's called enhance or reduce, which is then to enhance, well, enlarge or reduce, basically.
Oh, I think you sent it
Enlarge
down.
one size or reduce
Did I
one
set it down?
size.
I think
Does it
you
no
might
longer
have.
allow us to spectate?
No, you did not set it down.
No, okay, alright. I was very concerned because they were simultaneously happening at the same time. Okay, Professor, I want to fight Kaia.
Is she up for it?
But yes,
I don't know.
there's technically
Probably best to find that one out first.
Provide the same effect, but without having
My side
to,
still hurt.
as you were to, you have
My-
to eat a lot in order to be able to do this. There is technically
My issue wasn't her holding me. My issue was getting he's a Kaia.
Though the only issue is that if the rune's broken, then you go back to your normal size. Whereas this, I'm assuming, is only until I guess you need to eat again, or I don't know what exactly dictates how long you can stay
Until I have to eat
enlarged.
Well, I think I've had enough standing.
there you
Sword
go.
time.
Again.
You, floor time is best time.
Floor time is quite nice, yes. I will agree with you there.
And at least I don't sit in the air.
But still, rather interesting. Good to know. That actually could be useful for possibly a lesson or two.
I thought I could try to turn into a giant shield. Well, not too big. Because then it probably won't last for very long if it was that big.
True. Of course, it is something that is a unique skill, but it is something that will definitely require some practice. And technically, any of your fellow peers can do the same thing, however, they would require a magical means of doing so.
Well, I could always change into Leppy.
Well, those who can't shapeshift, I mean. There's runes
That
and
point.
spells such as enlarge and reduce, meant to either increase your size or even shrink you down.
Sorry about that. My head just kind of dozed off.
Understandable. I'm quite tired myself.
Yeah. This is
Who
very,
knew
very
changing
much-
your entire mana pool and DNA and form was a strenuous process?
Who knew, being in a new location and traveling all around, leading you here, would be tiresome.
Speaking of which, where are you from, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, where I'm from? Where I'm born from?
Yes.
Or where did I come from last?
Where do you, like... Well, I guess, where do you mainly where did you mainly live?
Well, I used to live in Zirin until, complications, and then I lived in, Yisrael. And then, I left there, because that place just kinda was not fun. And, I've just been
Wow,
wandering.
thanks.
No offense. Bad experiences, you know? So, I've wandered all over the place. Seen many things.
Maybe people can use me as a trampoline, that'd be cool.
Nappy, I think I would break my legs if I tried to use you as a trampoline.
With all due respect, Miss Leppy, you are still
Have you
technically
ever
a
heard of the
slime. I
term
think it would
water
be more like-
tension? The same thing applies to slime.
I guess, I'm pretty sure you could send them up, but I don't know if they come back down, if they'll bounce back up exactly. I don't know. I'm not too knowledgeable on how.
Also, yeah, that is a fair point. Leppy, you are literally slime. If people jump into you, they might just get stuck.
Yes.
Oh,
Though,
that's true.
I don't know. In terms of, at least, I guess the best way, the most broad way of saying it, the stickiness of your body in terms of the slime. I don't know if that's something that can be changed to be more akin to like.
Does it require me
not
getting
so
up?
much
No,
glue,
it
but
does
more, I
not.
guess, functioning
You
more like
seem very
a
close
jello.
to
I
Miss
think it's the
Geo.
best way of putting
can
it.
you please
Not too
inform her
sure
not
if
to
you're able
touch
to
my
control
ears again,
that, but
please?
Yeah, again,
You
that's
are,
kind of why I
then.
was calling it out about it. Because
You
she
are,
knows
then,
how
that-
she would feel if I touched her ears
You are,
without
then,
permission.
yes,
So,
that could
yeah.
It's like
theoretically
touching
work.
the ears is like something
We'll let her
only.
I know for a lot of races the ears are quite sensitive. I understand how you feel. My horns are quite sensitive.
So are the horns made of slime as well?
It felt weird. That's all I'm gonna say.
Interesting. Good to know.
Squeeze. Yeah, I formed them myself. Also,
I
the
understand.
wings. I can't actually fly.
Well, it's in practice. Maybe you might.
It's
actually
like
be
how
able to
you
make it
probably
work.
wouldn't be.
Who knows? Maybe Mr. Arlo.
Oh no, that
can
doesn't
actually
really
give you
apply.
a few flight
Disregard.
lessons.
Huh?
I could try. Disregard. I was gonna make a comparison that doesn't really work for this situation.
Guess I could try to make some wings.
Like,
and I could
like
look
Also,
like a bird
Mr.
like you.
Arlo,
So do I.
I've left
really
the,
nothing. I'm just stupid.
Well, I've left a small little.
Does it involve the birds and the bees?
Basically supplies
No.
for making a starter
Okay.
calm emotions rune. I've left it
What?
over in at
Why
least
are
your
you
dorm.
talking about the birds and
Should
the
be
bees?
over on the. On one
Yeah,
of the
she
doors.
thinks children
They
come from storks.
Okay, I'll look for it.
They
Thank you.
do.
No, you didn't miss a whole lot.
And from there, you can start practicing.
Uh huh.
Yeah, no.
It's true.
Definitely shorts.
The stork that delivered
I
you
completely
delivered,
agree.
killed your mother.
And you'll have a calm emotion.
I completely agree on
for
the shorts.
one-time use.
That's
Though
what I
be
think
careful because
happened.
if you mess up the etching, then who knows? You
Ah,
may end up
I
instead of being
see.
a calm emotions, you might get just a rune of enrage.
Anyways,
Understood.
But you're a smart individual, and I
what are
believe
they
it.
doing up there? Are they going to
Thank you.
fight?
They're
Wants to
sparring.
fight again.
Not
Huh?
Gio. Hezekiah wants to spar.
Oh boy.
I thought I heard that
Gio
she
just
wants to
went up
fight
there
with fear
because
again.
floor time, and everyone followed her.
And here's Copperbeard, not here for me to place bets.
Leg,
Oh, I can
fucking
still-
work
I
with
can
me,
play- I
goddammit.
can place bets. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 27.
Patience.
Hike.
That
What?
not,
Oh.
Come
that's
on, why don't we be
enough.
laying in this?
Oh.
I got enough of this for the shack of the true.
That's not Circle of Truth. It's
You'll
if you
find.
wish to spectate, you can actually interact with one of the sigils there. It'll take you right up there.
I know, but my eyes are quite sensitive and I like not raving on the floor if you catch my drift.
It would be a shame if I did this.
Okay, end of floor time. Well,
this is
they
what
lost
she
too.
meant by. This is what she meant by the arena on the ground rather than arena in the air.
Well, this works. I'm content with this.
Yes.
Huh. Oh, who's that?
Shadows give me strength. Please stop putting my head in the fucking ground. I'd like to
Hey,
not see red.
Winter, who's that guy there?
Which guy?
Standing in the center. That guy.
Oh, this again.
Oh, I'm connecting the dots now. I see.
Why do you think I recommended Beal?
I can tell that Mr. Winter is enjoying this. He's speechless.
Don't fornicate with yourself.
My
You're
goodness.
quite the charming individual.
I'm not a big fan of a thought, if you can tell.
Of what? I couldn't hear you.
Of Gio's father.
Is that whom they're fighting?
Yes.
Is that really him?
For
Or
what?
is that just...
For
No,
what
it's
reason
an
is
illusion.
For what
That is
reason is
Gio's
that
business to
fear?
tell you and not mine.
You're quite the snarky one, aren't you?
I do not restrain what I am saying. I say what I am saying.
Maybe this is high enough for me to fly.
We all have parental issues, huh?
No,
You can put it like that.
Yes, I'm fond of my father. Never really met my mother.
Really? Both of them take him down? Oh, it's only an illusion.
Yes, but when the illusion can hit just as hard as a regular individual, illusions tend to be dangerous as well.
I see.
Admittedly, the point of the illusion really isn't to challenge more Gio overcoming her fears, but still. Or, well,
But isn't
as a
that-
punishment
isn't that
originally.
a challenge? To
Well,
overcome
at least it was
something.
more meant as a punishment, not a challenge. At least originally, Shadows know why she's fighting him again.
But punishments can still be a challenge or challenging to set individual. Something to overcome.
I suppose.
Hmm.
You should.
There's still something happening. Never underestimate an opponent, for they may have tricky surprises.
Indeed. Hmm.
Oh? Well, that didn't look fun.
So what are you rat fucking bastards? So, your friend, ally, just drops from up here. And not a single one of you thought to look down.
What do you mean? Did you fall? Because I only saw...
No, Flappy fucking fell and cracked upon the floor.
Oh. Oh. I did not know that.
Okay, buckets. Looking.
Oh, well,
That's why I get down. Is it this?
Yes.
Is it you?
I think.
No, it's not.
For whom
What I'm asking you, you're no student. It's this.
I'm going to tend to that.
Oh no!
Well, thankfully we're not floating. I'm sure that'll be fine.
Oh, good, they're gone. The bitch.
Well, yes, apparently they've all gone to look at the slime that fell.
No, I was more talking about, the shrine maiden, Kasune.
Uh-huh.
Sure, maybe some of us grew up in great families, lots of introductions, but maybe I'm not best at social skills.
It's fine, not everyone is.
At least I'm honest. I'm sure a lot of our classmates would use honesty when talking about their issues with each other. You, Harlow.
I believe this was the thing that was mentioned earlier. The lack of camaraderie. Does going to ask a dumb question, I suppose, because I saw the trust-building exercise and attempting communication. Well, did it go well? Is that
Again,
something
I would
that
say
is
most
plaguing
of us
you?
are friends, but it's the ones who aren't the best with each other is the issue.
Yes.
Like, for example, at the mission, most people were actually doing pretty well. It was the few people
It's floating, but I'm pretty sure the rune is basically the support
the
structure.
entire mission.
So the rune becomes like the floor.
I don't quite know what is being done about it, but I assume there are things that's the punishment for them.
No, Guillaume's getting punished because she broke the rules, not related to that.
Well, more so because she decided she compromised and possibly put all of you at danger during that expedition. But deciding to instead wander off on her own and try to handle a situation on her own. She ended up putting the rest of her peers in danger who had went out to go find her.
It doesn't help that we got a report saying that she was, like, taken by the enemy. We all, of course, you know, get ready and leave base to go get her, and then she comes back, and then no one's clear that she's come back. Just a general talk about her telling us to return to base, when all we know is that she's currently captured, so, you know.
As well, yes, it is understandable. Once Ms. Gio had explained her initial plan, it was understandable.
Dangerous?
Yes, but the lack of understandable, dangerous, yes, but also at the same time, the lack of communication is what prompted the other students to end up going to her aid, which only made things worse.
You're talking about the last mission you guys went on?
Yes.
Apologies again, but to me it just seems like communication is the thing lacking in most here.
It's kind of surprising.
Well, a good amount of the students here are very capable in their respective fields, whether it be fighting, tactics, defense, or whatnot. Even supportive means such as healing. The communication amongst all of them is where there are issues. We have some students here who are very quick to argue and let their emotions get the better of them, and some who are so quick to distrust one another that they do not seek to actually follow an order. That is why we are trying to make sure that we at least get through, well, not so much the new students, but at least those that went on that expedition, that communication is the most important thing, as well as trust.
Okay, trust I can see being
Admittedly, it was a lot of the large problems stemmed from two particular tacticians who decided to keep arguing. Mainly Victoria and Chio. But Victoria is a case of herself, as she really was a piece of work on that mission.
Well, yes, Miss Victoria is at least Miss Victoria is capable in her own right, but the only problem with her
She is, but she's a very my way or the highway type of person.
Precisely.
That's not always a bad thing.
It's not, but when you need cooperation and you disagree, it is.
It's one thing to go and use the my way or highway approach, but there are points in time where even a leader has to go ahead and at least listen to the voices of their fellow comrades. And just go ahead and can't put your foot down all the time.
If the general of an army had all of his commanding staff tell him his idea was fucking stupid, it would be wise to listen to them. They might all be wrong, but it is unlikely all of them are wrong. And it is either way, it is good to hear alternative ideas. No one man can know everything.
Yeah. Oh, I commend you, Mr. Winter. You are learning very well.
To be honest, I'm very, very...
I feel like I've known this stuff, it's just, I'm not a very good leader, at least in my opinion.
By the sounds of it, I
To
wasn't
be
there. so-
quite frank with you, the only thing that I have noticed, you are very knowledgeable. The one thing you lack is... What is the right way to say it?
Tact.
Professionalism?
Professionalism, yes, thank you. It is more you are very brash and... well... Splendid. Well, being brash and... rude can be good at times. That might be something that keeps people from listening.
There we
Though
go.
I will say, again,
Admittedly, I apologize. I am not normally like this. However, it has been quite a stressful past few weeks, so I am kind of on a knife's edge at the moment.
Oh no, absolutely understandable. Again, though, like I said, you do seem to possess this amazing knowledge and the prowess to read from the very minute conversation that I've had with you. You are quite knowledgeable.
I feel like I would be a great leader.
Didn't exactly have much to do most of my life besides read. Body, can you please cooperate with me? Thank you.
It looks like it's cooperating just fine.
Sometimes it likes to cooperate.
The spirit seems to really enjoy being around you, at least right now.
Yes, I mean, I have talked with quite a few spirits around here. There are quite a lot of them.
Yes, there does seem to be quite a few.
Hopefully, I can talk to professors about the whole entire garden over there. I wanna see if we can expand it, get more stuff.
You can speak to the spirits, I'm assuming? Or is that
No,
just...
they sometimes speak to us. Omu can, but...
As can I. I can see...
Well, you are both yokai.
Mm-hmm.
Although, I guess I can technically see and talk to the spirits, although that depends on what I currently am.
Fair enough.
I believe I overheard you say what you were. It does make sense.
What does? Me being a doppelganger?
No, you saying dependent on what you take, being able to actually
yes.
speak to them. It's not me making a rude remark or jest towards what you are
I'm
yourself.
not, I just wasn't sure what you meant. I can assume that.
I'm not a rampaging racist like most brutes might be.
Much appreciated. Of course. I hope that you...
To be fair, most people here aren't. It's a nice change of pace, but still.
I mean, there was the wind to go into it.
This being my first day.
But I said most. Kayan is the exception towards racist.
wait, where to go inside?
I have heard very little but very interesting things involving this Kayan individual.
So let me give you the rundown. Kayan is a... If you thought I had social issues, Kayan is worse, somehow. And we had a mission where we, were dealing with Wendigos. And it was a very bad interaction with the Wendigos. And so Kyan has come to believe that all Wendigos are evil and that they should all be killed. And so...
Oh. Oh no.
Yes. And then
Admittedly, Kyan is going through his own things at the moment. He's kind of grappling with the reality of being possessed by a demon when he sleeps. So, yeah, you know, he's going through a lot
oh
at the
yes,
moment.
yes, there was that part. Yes.
It's the ongoing part. Yes, I don't fully understand it myself. However, whenever he sleeps, he has a demon inside of him. Whenever he sleeps, it comes out. So he has been very reluctant to sleep lately.
Understandable.
I agree.
And then there's his
We have
hatred
to have
towards
had
sand.
anti-demon wards in our fucking dorm room just so that he can get some proper shut-eye.
And same with you.
No.
Virtues and
Maybe one day I'll cook something nice for everyone here.
We've noted down your exam for today.
I'm sure whatever Cook Omu would like it. The glutton. Actually, you won't be able to cook for everyone unless you want to add some rocks to the stew.
Yes.
Well, I'll just make a special bowl for people who eat rocks.
So what are you going to do? Have a bunch of round-shaped rocks in a bowl? Eat up?
A pebble salad.
There's stew in there as well.
What again?
A pebble salad.
A pebble salad. Maybe some gem seasoning on top?
Yes.
Get some nice filet mixed in with the stew. Do some chicken and dumplings, but instead of dumplings, it's clay.
No, you use the you use the clay to make a base, and you put everything on top of it, and then you fire it in an oven.
Oh, right, so they can eat it after they're done.
Yes.
Speaking of Omu, there he is right now.
I feel better, but I probably should find Gio after something like that.
They went over in that direction.
Yes, somewhere that way.
They're over in that direction.
I'm gonna check by the dragon for that.
Right. I saw them over there earlier. She was singing. I don't know what that's about. I guess she likes to sing? Oh.
Yes.
Huh. Well, I guess we all have our own hobbies.
Yes.
Well then. Should make a bed out here, sleeping, looking at the night sky.
I mean, if you enjoy looking at a bubble of mist.
Yeah. I mean, I understand why the mist is like here, but it's like. Also, I like how you didn't question me looking at the night sky. That's pretty funny.
I don't question a great many things.
I feel like that's a normal thing to do. Hello?
Hello. Just something nice about sleeping in the outdoors. You know?
Mm-hmm. I guess it's some people's cup of tea, not mine particularly.
Oh man, I'm so ready for the exams now. I'm mentally ready.
I told you should have taken them earlier.
Well, if I did take them, I don't think I would be able to pass. I don't have a lot of mana. I've used a lot of it today.
Oh, it's not about passing or failing.
Yeah, I assumed as much. It's just to see where you fit in. I don't know where I fit in. But I fit in somewhere. Alright. I'm gonna go talk to Virtues for a bit. I'll let you two have a fun conversation.
Oh, great. Well, that doesn't put me on the spot at all.
Considering the fact that they wanted to talk with Virtues and Virtues went that way and they went that way.
I realized I just didn't say anything.
Ah, yes, I know what it is. I know what it is. It's because Virtues wasn't on the ground.
Ah, I see. You're figuring out how they see, most likely, maybe.
Yes.
Although that wouldn't make sense at how I can sneak up on them with my invisibility, since I still touch the ground.
Yes, I don't entirely know how they work.
And I'm also believing that they have eyes. I don't believe they're missing them. I think there's just something weird about their eyes, given how they draw suspicion to it quite frequently.
Yes, that is also very true.
Anyway.
But I'm not ready for bed yet.
I'm not tired. God fucking damn it. I've learned one thing fucking today. This avatar's fucking scuffed. I don't have gestures. Or like hand movement. Like,
Oh, no.
that's it. That's all I got. And then like, hold up. Because like, if I fucking crouch, my legs crossed, so I'm gonna have to just retake this to Blender and just fix it. And I'm so mad. I'm mad for one reason. When I added all of these animations to be all fancy, and I have to redo them all. I did all this shit.
It's so scoofed.
It's a very scuffed. Funnily enough, the avatar broke. The animations didn't. The thing you expect to break doesn't, but the thing you didn't expect to break does.
Yeah, no.
I'm so tempted to ask someone else to make me this fucking base just so I don't have to go through it again.
The complicated part didn't break. It was the basic part that broke.
Yeah. Make it make sense. Anyhow, would you like to hear my full name? Mainly because I find it amusing how people react, since apparently
I mean, I
it's
did
all
hear it in
to most
the
people.
in the classroom when you were talking to Bjol.
I said Maria Nat.
Yes.
That's not my full name.
Okay, you know what? That's true.
My full name is Marie Annette Laren Ultum O'Hara Netcha Fargrif Icriel Vestus Talvestus. Hence why I shorten it to my preferred two names. You can either call me Marie or Annette.
Understandable.
I don't really care which. Yes, I realize it's a very big mouthful. So many unique people, if that's the right wording.
Yeah, more or less.
Well, I'm going to go sate my curiosity and see what others are talking about. I'll see you around.
Yes.
Oh.
I'm in a lot of pain.
What happened? Who did it?
Oh, I I fell off the ledge. And I turned
Oh, no.
into a bunch of pieces. And then David came over and put the pieces back together. Then Arlo came over and tried to give me a health potion. So then I went over and ate some food. Although he also got me some donuts. And I was able to bounce back. But, I'm in a lot of pain.
Make sure you take it easy.
I just wanted to see how everyone was.
So, here's the thing about caring for other people, right? Is that if you yourself are not making sure that you yourself are okay first and foremost, you are hindering the overall ability to care for others. You yourself have not been properly cared for.
I see. So I should care for myself before I care for others?
Make sure you take proper precautions to make sure that you are okay, so that you can make sure that others are okay.
Okay, I guess I understand.
Don't disregard other people, but obviously, if you're in pieces, you're not going to be doing very much to help others, are you?
Oh, that's true.
So, do what we can within reason. All right?
Okay.
I think at this point I'm probably making Kaia upset because I keep walking around in areas where they're trying to get peace and quiet. But I basically said, fuck it, I don't care. I was told by a professor, so, you know, if that excuse comes in, I'm gonna have to use it. I'm also probably going to end up calling Professor Virtue's dad at one point because I think that's hilarious. Look, he literally said he would fight and kill everything on this planet for all of us. So.
Yes, no, that is true.
So. Wait, do I call him Papa Virtue?
Do it.
Yes.
Oh god, this bit is getting, this is getting spicy. I love it.
That's your cue.
It is what it is.
I think I'll be fine, I swear. It's fine.
There goes my plans.
But yes, take it easy. Rest.
Yeah, go get some rest.
Like
Get some
her
food.
leg just start to wobble and then just falls over.
Let me go
I'll be
rest.
fine.
Yes, go rest.
Where's your dorm?
In the dorm room?
Okay, let
What
me rephrase
room
that
in the
question.
dorm room?
What room?
This way. It's fine. Got it.
I'll move out of your way. Would you like some assistance?
Come on. Come on. Get up. You sure?
Okay.
It's fine.
Okay.
Okay, well, I can't do anything.
I assume you wanted to have a private conversation with someone?
I did. I have a private conversation with Virtues. And again, I feel slightly
Well-
better after that,
Well,
but
not with Virtues, but you wanted to have another one with someone else, I assume? No?
no, just Virtues.
What happened to you?
I was really hoping Virtues would have informed the other
She's being
professors
stubborn.
about...
Yeah, there are only 2 other professors here at the moment.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ironwood isn't even on site yet, and
Stubborn and
Copperbeard
what
is overworking himself. Not calling the kettle black.
I think you could
To be honest, if I wasn't told that the headmistress was the headmistress, I would have assumed she was the support teacher.
ask one more time.
She's always busy, admittedly, although I guess that does line up
Yes.
with the support teachers, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. It does.
You could just help them.
Again, they killed Holland. You won't convince me otherwise, but... I know they didn't actually, but it's a funny joke to make and you can't stop me.
Oh no, by all means, continue to make the joke. It's quite funny.
I assume Holland was...
The old support teacher, yes, he was just quite a busy man. He couldn't, well, continue teaching at the moment, so...
Yes.
And you guys haven't heard from him at all.
No, well, yeah, no, we barely heard from him when he was a teacher, admittedly.
Yes.
Just joking about how he suddenly stopped showing up after his disastrous exam. Well, stopped showing up as much. So the joke was the headmistress took him out back, you know.
It's definitely odd.
I wouldn't be
Yes.
They didn't actually kill him. As far as I'm aware, Omu hasn't seen the spirit of Holland wandering around, so...
Personal rule you have about not helping,
Yes.
or is that a general one of the academies?
I'm going to go outside now. I need to hit something.
Hey, wait, I know what you can hit.
Then I'm in the wrong, aren't I?
Punch. Do.
I'm not going to punch you.
On the context, but that's generally correct.
You didn't take my offer.
I also
That's it.
repeat what I said then.
Why is she crawling to the Grand Hall?
I can't help someone who...
Probably for food.
I'm not gonna force myself
Yes,
to do
that stands for most cases, but if someone is physically unable to move correctly,
Still not feeling 100%, but you know, we're getting there.